friends.
Hey!
Hey. So,
Drama.
today is a special episode. We have a new player with us today, Mawlerz. Hello. She will be
Hi.
playing a character called Vanna Vinay. So, quick recap as to what happened last session. We had the party went and interviewed 3 of the merchant families that were perhaps working with the goblins. You guys interviewed the Wheelers, the Bartolis, the Dineros, and you guys decided that there were some sketchier individuals than not. The Dobby Gobby was the goblin that Rainier had with in the temple in Ava Shores, and decided that that was a really good idea to leave him there unattended. So Dobby Gobby broke free of his bindings, stole the gem-encrusted gold collections plate from the cathedral, and booked it, ran away with it. And so you guys tracked him. You all found you tracked him for a while. Actually, you left Ava Shores and you headed west, and you got to Wallachia, which are elven ruins, to which at first you found what seemed to be an elderly human scholar just looking at the runes and everything. He was doing a good old job of just, doing some research, and he started speaking to you, and then all of a sudden put up a magical force field. You guys could not leave the area. You all were forced to fight him for non-railroady at all purposes from a DM standpoint, and he kicked your asses. I'm sorry. He summoned shadow demon dogs. You guys fought them. Arthur, you killed 2 of the dogs. You're gonna get 50 XP for that. Canaray, you killed 1 of the dogs. You're gonna get 25 XP for that. And so then slowly but surely he banished you all to another plane after he knocked you all unconscious. Thank God it was non-lethal damages. And so you guys were, he said a bunch of basically backstory lore drops. He brought up some things about each character as he banished them to this new plane of existence. The first person to go was Rainier, then it was Canaray. I might be getting the order a little incorrect. Then I believe it was Diastri,
Ignis, I think.
then
Yeah,
or
it was Ignis.
Ignis, then Diastri, then Arthur, then Heson. You guys were unconscious for the banishment, so you do not know what the journey felt like. You don't know what toll it's taken on your bodies. You guys are transported to a realm, and you are still completely unconscious. And I just want to put up the old dice rolls. Can someone just roll 1 attack for me just to put the roll on the screen? And so, thank you very much. When you guys get there, I'm going to move you all to the new map, and hopefully this will work if I do it all together. Are you guys all transported to a new map? No.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
at least.
Cool. Great.
Mhm.
Wonderful. The only person that isn't is me. Dope. So anyways, you guys are all unconscious. And Vanna, would you like to explain what your character looks like?
Yeah, sure. So, she is a satyr. So the lower half of her are kind of like a brown, white, calico-ish looking pair of goat legs. The upper half is more human-like. She does have should I go into like accessories and stuff?
Yeah,
or
go
just
for it.
appearance?
Yeah.
Okay. So she has 2 sets of horns. The first set is a bit smaller, kind of like a normal goat. The second set are a bit more longer, kind of curled, kind of starting black towards her skull, creeps into the red, ombre effect. Very kind of twisted, just not satyr-ish goat-like. She does have a cape. It's kind of tattered and dark purple. She also has a whip on her hip. just for, I guess, defensive purposes, just at hand. And she also has a staff. It's a long staff, clawed top at the end, and in the middle is kind of like a flickering crystal flame. Right now, usually it's like purple-ish, but yeah, she has. I don't know. That's about it. I think. So
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
cool.
So, let me bring us to the map. Vanna, you are hanging out, doing your thing in the Shadowfell. It is a dark realm, and it's kind of hard to breathe here. The air is cold and damp, and it's kind of like those like disgusting basements that you used to party at in college. It kind of gives that very moldy sort of smell. You're pretty used to this realm as you hang out here sometimes, and so you're just doing your thing. You're walking around, kind of just exploring, checking out the scene, and you are coming to a bit of a swampy area. There's a lot of like lichen and fungus and, moldy sort of looking foliage. And there is a small river, and you're kind of following the river. You hear a loud bang, and there's a dark pop up ahead, and you get a little perturbed by that, so you want to go check it out. As you approach, you see there are 7 bodies laying on the ground. You see an unconscious dragonborn, an unconscious dwarf, an unconscious human, an unconscious gnome, an unconscious elf, and another unconscious human. They seem to look injured. They are not dead. You can hear their breathing. But as you approach, they are all laying on the ground. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I think the first action she would take would be to just kind of unhalter the whip. Just have the whip on hand, just in case. Not really sure what the heck is going on. Can I like? Is it? Are they like damaged? Like dusty? Do they look like physically hurt or just passed out?
Some of them have wounds. A few of them roll an investigation check for me.
Okay, just a sec.
No problemo. Okay. So with a 10, you can see that some of them do have wounds. Some of their wounds look worse than others. The gnome, for instance, has a black rotting wound up by his neck shoulder. The paladin is wearing armor, so you can't see, but you do smell as you approach him the kind of infected, sort of malingering type of a wound, so you know that he's got something going on as well. The other ones look just shaken. Even though they're unconscious, they have circles under their eyes. They have very pallid skin. They look like they were frightened also before they were sent here, however they got here. They don't look like critical condition. No one's like bleeding out. No one has any like pressing wounds. And then I'm gonna need all of you 7 to roll Constitution saving throws, please.
Ooh. Fuck yeah.
Oh, everyone's rolling really good.
Nice.
Not Rainier. So everyone except for Rainier, you guys, you feel cold. You start to come out of your unconscious state. You start to wake up slowly. When you open your eyes, you're in a dark, dark realm. The sky is black. The ground is dark and wet and feels swampy on your skin. You feel like when it's humid and you have like arthritis in your bones, you feel that. Like it just kind of hurts a little bit to be here. You have an overwhelming foreboding sense of just straight up malaise. You feel hopeless here. As you open your eyes, and you start to look around. You see this satyr. Rainier, I need you to roll a d4, please.
Um,
1. Okay, so
1.
you'll wake up in 1 hour unless somebody else wakes you up. As you
Nice.
guys come to and you see this satyr, she's got her whip out. Yeah, you have no idea where you are or what's going on.
It's kind of snapped to life, like save the find the necromancer, save the world.
Necromancer.
What did you just
necromancer?
say?
No.
I think I would Vanna would probably approach like very cautiously, just kind of trying to inspect you guys a bit closer. That's okay.
I don't even think I
Um,
would have noticed anyone
Oh.
around me just yet, to
Yeah,
be honest.
Gibbly, you said this is kind of like swampy. Is it very close, except for the existential dread and terror and coldness? Is it very similar to Bongantor?
It has the same swampy
Aesthetic.
aspect. It has tall grass. It has a lot of like fungus and lichen. The trees here are dead. The foliage that does grow is looking sickly. It looks very sickly. It looks unhealthy. Whereas the swamps in Bongator are very vibrant, very healthy. There's a lot of life. There's always a new root or a new vine. Here it looks like things are struggling to grow, and what does grow is stunted and has malnourishment from the ground up.
I do not like this place, my friends. My friends, are you all
I'm just gonna
sound
ask like,
off?
who are y'all? What is happening?
I am so happy you asked that. We
No.
are lost.
Sigh of relief
That-
comes from Cannery.
That is very, very apparent. You guys don't look like you are from around here. Like,
I think we're a bit more
Where-
than just lost. Oh, everything hurts.
Where
Last thing I
is
remember is
here?
being choked.
that sounds
that's-
horrible, actually.
That sounds good.
Bad.
I guess can we look at the wounds? Like, is there anything I can do to help with the injuries if we start inspecting people?
Everyone
we
will
all at
have
one
full
HP?
No, we're just
health.
at 1
Oh,
HP.
Everyone
we have
has
full
full
health.
health.
Okay.
Okay.
However, what you don't have are your spell slots back. So if you've expended any spell slots, you do not have those back, but you are at full health.
JJ, you popped a rage for me, right? So I'm
I
down to
did. I
one.
popped 1 rage for you, yeah.
I didn't use any spell slots.
Oh,
So I
Alright.
have to.
Alright, Warlock.
Yeah, of your 2 spell slots.
Back on a short rest. Bastard.
I'm gonna look down at Rainier and just be like, if you are, I'm sorry, are you half goat?
Yes, that is a great observation. Obviously you can still see, and you
I
know,
pride
you got
myself
your
on my
sight.
perception.
Perfect. Yes, that is correct.
So
Good job.
Friend or foe, little satyr?
I am. It depends on y'all's. It depends on your disposition. What is your purpose here? What you are hurt? Obviously, not feeling too great. So I will not attack. But definitely want to help get you along on your way out of here. You don't really belong here.
That's apparent.
I don't even think we know why we're here. We just
Yeah. Like,
woke up here.
He's
Well, you
in
must
Where is
have-
here?
I'm gonna approach Arthur and just ask him like how much of the end did you catch?
The only last thing I remember is just me just being absolutely just fucked over by that bird. After that, I heard nothing else. He just sort of said some stuff to me, and then that was it.
I kind of like say it probably so that people outside of like earshot probably can't hear me. I'm like speaking lower. mainly because there's like a new person here and I don't know them. And I'm going to say he said to find the necromancer.
I'm the
And
necromancer.
yeah.
That is
So,
congrats. I am a necromancer, so that was a very fortunate landing for you guys. Whoever you guys pissed off and put you over here is very powerful. So
I didn't
what
even mean.
what did y'all encounter? Who did this to you guys?
Well, we weren't even trying to piss anyone off. He just sort of attacked us out of the blue, I guess. What was his name again? Khan?
His name.
Was it?
Well, I mean, the guy that we saw originally, he called himself. I think his name is Beck.
Yeah, but that wasn't his real name.
But that wasn't his real.
It
Who
was
he
a
really
Khan,
was.
I think.
Can we
Khan.
just take a moment and just let it sink in? We were beaten by Toucan Sam. Like,
Yeah. I've had
There's
some
a-
beatings in my life, and this is the worst one. That hurt.
There's a reason why all the races dislike the Aarakocra.
Yep, I can see that now.
I mean, I knew it before, but I didn't feel it in my bones as I feel it now.
Take off his fox mask and put it to his side. Oh,
You-
Are we
everything
all in
hurts.
agreement we want to kill this motherfucker? And, like, hands in the middle, everyone. 1, 2, 3. A Killicon.
Killick.
Gillicon, yes.
Yeah, well, easier said than done, I suppose.
Should someone
We gotta
check
get
on
out of this place
Especially
first.
knowing
Does anyone want
Raiders
to
just
wake
like-
up Rainier?
Raider's just face
Especially
down
knowing
in the
what we know
water, just
now.
like floating away.
Well,
I'm
like you
gonna-
see little like he
So
still
can
has
we-
his plate helm on as well, so it's like you don't even see his face. You just see little bubbles rising up from him breathing
Hey,
through the mud.
Is he unconscious though,
Just
or
like-
is he just like
yeah.
asleep for an hour so we can just like go and wake him up? Because I thought he was like effectively like at 0 hit points for 1 hour until he wakes up, and the only way we could wake him up is to like heal him or something.
I'm just gonna walk over to him and give him a little nudge with my foot to see if he wakes up. Big old dragon.
I'm gonna give his helmet a little ring with my spear.
ring.
Little
ding,
ring
ding,
with my
ding.
spear. Just
The
ding 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 ding.
the kick doesn't like he kind of shifts a little bit, but the moment that like metal on metal dinging, he like jolts awake and like starts going for a sword. What?
Hey, you're good.
Relax,
you're good.
Paladin.
Calm down.
Relax, Paladin.
Hmm.
I take the helm off and
I'm gonna
Uh,
pull out.
Wish we knew
Kansas.
that answer.
I'm gonna pull out a rock, cast light on it, and put it on the top of my quarterstaff, and
Is
just
it like very dark here? Like how far out can we
Dang.
see?
probably
Um,
like overcast,
It's
right?
dim light, so it doesn't affect your vision in the sense of mechanically. It just looks gray. The sky itself is black. You can still see like normal. You don't need dark vision or anything like that. However, when you do cast light, it's like when it's foggy out and you like shine a flashlight into the fog, it almost does worse for you. Like when you turn your high beams on when you're driving through a blizzard, it kind of
Okay.
illuminates that area in like an ethereal glow of light because the light here, there is no sun, there are no light sources. You also notice that there are no shadows. So there's no like overhead light that casts shadows anywhere. When you cast the light, it sort of envelops you as though it's hitting a bunch of like particles that are around you, and the air itself seems to be made up of not just air but of like little floating particles all over. You actually see them sort of falling and dancing. They don't seem to fall like following gravity. They just sort of have like a mind of their own, and they just sort of like, you know when you rub your eyes and you get those like little squigglies? That's kind of what these little particles, they sort of just dance in front of you.
So it's like effectively it's harder for me to see if I have the light spell on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mechanically, it won't confer any disadvantages, but it does to everyone else in the party, it does kind of create like a beacon.
Okay, I'm gonna scrap that idea and just kind of stand close to Arthur.
Do
Just
you
like-
notice that Arthur's like clutching onto something and his like hands still like shaking. Like what seems to be like a locket or something. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Arthur and Diostri, I need you guys to roll perception checks, please.
Oh god.
Perception, hiya! 24.
Nice.
Some good rolls.
Pretty good.
See everything.
Okay.
Perceive time itself.
So what you guys notice in kind of your peripheral awareness, there in the grass of the swamp, there's like this tall grass. You do see some movement off to the side. You see it like over here. It just seems to be shifting some of like the blades of grass. You don't hear anything, but you do see just like a couple like that.
You got some movement over there. I'll point it out. Don't know if that's good or bad, but I'd rather not get into a fight in our current state.
I'm gonna just ask Seda, what do you have a name?
Oh, yes. Apologies. My name is Vanna. Apparently, if y'all are all alive and put together, I really don't think you guys should be here. We definitely need to move along for y'all's safety, nonetheless, before
Where
anything
is
here.
here?
Yeah, where is here,
Yeah,
little
where
Seda?
are we?
This is I kind of like motion around and I'm like, this is the Shadowfell. This is definitely not your guys' neighborhood at all. This is more of the in between, the afterlife and the spirit world and the real world. So if you guys are alive, this is definitely not for you.
You seem like you're kind of right at home here.
Oh yes,
Uh,
yes. This is where I can, being a necromancer, I like to check in with some of the lost beings I've helped pass along. So this is sometimes I can see some old friends here, but my old friends are not really your old friends. In the sense of kindness and generosity. So they might be nice to me, but for
are you
y'all,
saying
I
we're
can't
in danger?
guarantee. More or less, yeah. If you
Okay.
Well,
Mm.
before we were sent here, or before I was sent here, I was told, as reluctant as I am, to find an artifact, to find a necromancer, and to find an artifact before we head back. And I feel like if we head back without the artifact, we probably are going to face some similar repercussions to what sent us here in the
Who-
first place.
Or worse.
What
Who
do you,
told you
what do you
this?
mean what do you mean artifact? Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you get this?
The same person that sent everyone here. He told me find the artifact. Didn't elaborate. Said find the necromancer and find the artifact, which leads me to my next question. What is your affiliation, Vanna, with Akan and the Aarakocra?
I have not heard of them. They are not my people to follow, so I can't help you there. But I am a necromancer, so I can at least help you guys find this artifact you're looking for. If that's of any, if that's part of
What-
your quest.
He didn't give me. This is a question for Ghibli. He didn't give me any information, did he? I don't believe he did. I think he just said find the artifact, which, like in hindsight, is pretty rough.
Oh, JJ muted.
My bad. Yeah, he did say that he just said find the artifact and find the necromancer. He also told you that he killed a god, whether or not that's truthful.
I remember that, but
he used shadow magic. And that's kind of the extent, other than the things that he said about the party, that I believe that he mentioned about himself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say as well that we're probably gonna need to have a chat later on. All of us also.
I think we
Um,
a
All
chat
of us.
needs to be had.
All of us.
I feel like we should also
Yes,
ask
friend.
her
Yes,
name.
friend. All of
Yeah,
us.
Bryn.
Yeah,
And
that's certainly something that needs to be talked about.
yeah,
Not important now.
but it's not important,
important
now.
right now.
What we need is to find this artifact and get out of the wherever we are. I
Yeah,
don't
so
like it. I don't
essentially-
like it here one bit.
No, so
One
essentially,
quick note: Chivalry does demand she gave us her name. We should probably give her our names.
That's fair.
I shall start. I am Ignis Bartholomew, Knight of the Gnomes. It is a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Arthur Lorcan. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Canaray of House Chrysalis. Nice to meet you.
Welcome. Unfortunately, welcome. Yes.
Is it Chrysalis or is it Chrysalis? How do you
Chrysalis.
how do you spell that? Is it
Okay.
CRY. I don't. CRYLSIS.
okay? So like a chrysalis,
So-
like as in like
Yeah,
an egg
yeah.
or like a okay.
Yeah, what happens if you eat too much food? Are you gonna like start changing on us or something?
He pupates.
Yeah.
Turns into a real dragon. I'm Hisan, just Hisan. That's all you need to know for now. And
Just Hisan. Okay.
And I'm Diastre Dalfoyo.
Nice to meet you. Yes. It's very fancy. It's a fancy name.
I look
I
over
come
at
from Elvish
Rainier.
blood.
We need
We
to get
all
moving.
look at Rainier.
Yeah.
We need to move now.
You can just refer to him as Rainier. That's fine.
Are
For now.
Easy
you
enough.
he's
with
the resident paladin.
your perception check of 24, you have just been sort of keeping an eye on the movement, and occasionally you watch as some of the foliage near to you, it seems whatever it is that's in the grass seems to be moving a little closer. At this point, you guys have all crossed the river, and so you guys are all kind of standing together over here. You do see that the movement has gone from over here down to a little bit over here.
Are we supposed to be able to see pings right now?
I did not
Don't
see
see
things.
things.
You didn't see pings? What the heck?
No
No
pings.
No.
No pings? Uh-uh. Do you
I'm
see
gonna
this?
see-
There you go.
Yep, I saw
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Interesting.
Hmm.
So what do you? So there. Okay.
So,
moved
no,
from
now you're
there.
seeing the stuff over here.
Oh, like that
Oh,
right
close.
next
okay.
to us.
Right by Vanna.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, I
That's
think
close.
Let's just try move. Let's go. After
Can
we'll sort of
I-
shove a
Can I
This
crack
thing
the
away.
whip to try and spook whatever is coming towards us?
Yeah, are you trying to hit it, or are you just trying to
No.
in the general area?
In the general area.
Okay. As you kind of hit over here, you hear the loud crack of the whip, and it sort of skiffs the top of the grass, and it sort of parts some of the grass, and you see some creatures there. I will bring them to the forefront, and there are 3 of them. You see, I'll show you what they look like, because they're kind of gross.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Those noses.
Oh, no.
No.
They look like little goblins.
They've had work done.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Look at those
That's what it
guys.
looks like. He's pretty
Little
gross.
Look at that
Wobbly
chin.
woggles.
And as you
Gross.
crack the whip, and they kind of get made to be visible, they look at you and they kind of and they charge towards you, and I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Can I make a request?
Yeah.
First 30 seconds initiative.
Can we please not get a new NPC friend called Goggle Boggle?
Yeah, no goggle boggles.
Nope.
What
going
about
on?
Boggle Goggle?
Okay.
Gobbly boggly.
Ooh.
Oh, rough.
Watch these guys be the wisest people in history. Don't worry, guys. I'll hit something this time. Believe me.
Vanna, if you don't know, do you know to select your token?
Oh,
Everyone's
yeah.
still
I'm
learning
sorry.
that.
No,
Yeah.
my bad. I should have explained. So, you click on your token, and then you click initiative in your character sheet.
How did you roll a
Oh.
0 right now?
I have a -2 to Dex. Be happy I didn't.
No.
If I not won, my initiative is -2.
What
You're
does that
literally
mean?
going backwards.
Yeah, what does
literally
that mean?
laughed.
Do you just
I
don't
have
get
no
any
idea.
turn?
Oh yeah, he said you still have that dagger, right? You can you still have the dagger.
Okay, sorry.
Uh,
I'm
No,
so
you're good.
sorry. So I click on my token and then I roll initiative.
Yep. So you
Yeah, then you
select
hit
yourself, and then in your character sheet you click your initiative.
Okay. Sorry. I
Don't
have,
worry,
No,
we've
you're
all
totally good.
messed this up.
That was
No, I
literally the
messed it up for
hardest
the
thing to
longest
figure
time.
out.
Yeah.
So-
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
So
Nicely done.
starting
favorite.
off the round is Ignis Bartholomew. You see these 3 creatures, and they start charging towards you. What would you like to do?
If they are charging towards me, I'm not gonna move towards them. And I am just going to cast everyone's favorite warlock spell, Eldritch Blast.
Get 'em.
Nice.
All right.
The
Definitely
center one.
at the center one. Okay, you see as your magic boom comes out of your hands and it hits this one directly in the face. Roll damage.
Everyone's
3.
favorite 3.
Everyone's favorite number.
Breathe.
All
Number
right, and
3.
is
It
there
is a magic
anything
number.
else that you would like to do with your turn as this creature makes a little snarl of pain?
I am going to move behind He-Sun.
Excellent.
The classic.
Excellent. He's just a little bit taller than you, so that's great.
Mm.
And then that's
Hey,
going.
that's enough cover.
And you're also behind me
No, I'm
technically
actually
as well, where you
I'm
are.
pretty tall. Pretty tall.
Pretty tall
actually.
for a dwarf.
For a dwarf, yeah.
So He-Sun, that will bring us to you. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take 2 steps back behind Ignis, and I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on the middle one as well. Seeing him shoot his Eldritch Blast at the middle one there, I'm going to take the initiative and make this sucker roll an intelligence save and watch.
Good.
Oh, and if not, he takes 6 psychic damage. Oof.
He does
Yeah,
not
we love to
save,
see it.
so
You love to
he
see it.
takes
You love to see
6
You've done
psychic
it.
damage. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
No.
Does Vanna
Well, I
speak
don't know.
Sylvan?
Does Vanna
No.
speak Sylvan?
I don't.
I don't know.
Nope.
No.
I can
I
speak
don't-
with small animals.
At the bottom left of your
These
character
are
sheet, you
small
should have
animals.
proficiencies in languages.
Oh, I do. Yeah, actually.
All
That
right,
is my
so Vanna
okay.
is the
Hi.
only person that hears this, but as the middle Boggle starts grasping at his head and just sort of like shrieking in pain, the other one that's closest to him sort of looks to him and in Sylvan says, "Are you okay, Boggle Doggly Mabble?" And he goes, "No, he's in my head."
So
That happens.
sad.
Yeah.
I'm
Is-
switching targets.
is- for the rest of you guys just hear like indiscriminate chatter, like
Does the indiscriminate that we hear, does it also like have a rhyme to it?
yeah.
Also, just sounds like the same boggle over and over and over again.
Yeah, buggle, 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 buggle. Is there anything else that you would like to
That's
do,
Sylvan.
He-Sun? All right.
No, that's it. That's
That
all
will
my
bring
turn.
us to Vanna. What would you like to do?
Since I hear them speaking, can I ask them what are they doing? Can I talk back to
Mhm.
them?
Yeah, you certainly can. It doesn't
Okay.
even take an action. Each
Okay.
round is 6 seconds, so you can't have a full-on conversation, but you can get
Right.
off like a question answer or like a command or something like that.
Okay. So can I have my I still have my whip in my hand, but I just want to ask them like what are y'all doing? What do you want?
They look up at you, and the one that is holding his head does not respond. He's still sort of doing this whole like in pain, rocking back and forth. The one that addressed him though goes, we were just checking you out, and you shouldn't be here.
Can I respond? Is that like
yeah.
6 seconds? Okay. I'll respond to him and I'll say, like, I know, like, I can be here. I'm trying to get them out, but don't worry about this. Like, just turn around. Like, get out of here.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Are you trying to intimidate them or persuade them?
Persuade.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, he's gonna roll one as well. He goes, okay, let's cheese it, fellas. And he grabs the one that's like holding his head and sort of like by the weird shoulder area, grabs him, and the rest of you see as they're having this conversation in a language that you guys do not understand, and they start to leave. Does anybody want to do anything as they're walking away? We don't have to follow initiative order considering they do not wish to continue.
God, I wish I had spells.
Just boggle off.
Step up next to the satyr and be like, "What did you just say to them?"
I'll explain. Like, I just just wanted to make sure they weren't here to hurt us. I know this is a bad area, but there's if there's no reason to fight, you guys are not in a position to be fighting. So I just told them to skedaddle. Get out of here.
I can
Bad
respect
neighborhood.
that.
All
I can
right,
respect that.
so everyone will
Nice.
get 15 XP. Well done, Vanna. So the direction in which they go, so from the swampland, when you look in like a 360 peripheral view, as far as your eye can see, for most of it just looks like swampy expanse. When you look, you don't have a sense of direction. There is no north, south, east, west. There's no sun, there's no concept of time. But when you look one way, you see nothing. It's just a flat expanse. The river seems to continue in that direction. When you look this way, it's the same thing, till basically it gets so hazy to the edge of your vision. It looks like you can see for miles and miles, and there seems to be nothing. The only break in the horizon or bit of landmark is if you look off this way, and in the very, very, very far distance is a small structure. It you can't make out what it is because you are too far, but you do notice that it doesn't look like trees. It doesn't look like foliage. It looks to be a man-made structure.
All right, I noticed that and ask Satyr, do you know of this? Point to the structure. Do you know what that is?
Well, if to me that looks like a house. I don't believe this is my house, but some shelter's better than no shelter. If we would like to.
Do you have a house here?
Ghibli, do I have a house here?
Would you like to have a house here?
Not really.
No? Okay.
That's fair.
No.
With all this
unfortunately-
free real estate.
You just turned down a free
Right
house.
by
market-
the river. This could have been our new home, dude.
There's too many squatting boggles around.
Yes, yes. I don't visit enough to have a house here. However, there are more creatures than I don't think this is a person, like a creature's house, which should be pretty safe in my opinion. There's not supposed to be a lot of passerbys here. So if we would like to move.
I was gonna say it would be pretty mind-boggling if you did.
Take an inspiration. That was good.
I mean, we're not here willingly. That's yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Is everyone standing?
Yeah. Do one.
Okay.
Standard.
I don't have.
Are we like are we like knee deep in mud right now? Is that like
It's
what
up
the-
to your calves. It's for some of the shorter people like Ignis, it's up to like your knees. In certain places it goes up to like even your thighs, kind of like, tickles the groin a little bit as you walk, but for the most part the ground is squishy. It's considered not difficult terrain, but your movement over long distances is going to be a little harder for you.
Did we get a lore drop for Angramar as well?
Angramar
Last session?
Did Angramar get banished, or is he just chilling in the room?
Angramar get
Angramar
banished.
is-
Angramar
Angramar
is
still at Ava Shores. He's
I
still
just
on
had
the
that
table.
big realization. I was like, wait a minute, Ignis could just ride Angramar. It's fine.
Nope.
Not
It
yet.
does
Oh, no.
posit the question, Ghibli. What do I know about this place considering my patron?
So, what you know about this place is that it is inhabited by corrupted creatures, generally from the Feywild, that have come to this place and have had their the essences of their being corrupted. There is like I said, that foreboding sense of malaise and hopelessness for anyone who spends too much time here and is not necessarily attuned and used to this. It does wear on you, and the longer that you spend here, the more you start to feel like there is no good in the world. There's no happiness in life. It's basically a depressive episode if the depressive episode was made into a place. Like, it makes you not want to shower, you don't want to eat, you just want to shovel chips into your mouth and then wipe your crumbs on your pants. Nothing matters. There's no etiquette.
Leave him in the bed.
Yeah,
Is that
eat
not
your
normal?
s'mores in your bed.
I've already
Send me
eaten,
to Shadowfell, please. Thank you.
I've already eaten 3 rations.
You
since
make
we
a
got here.
to-do list and you're like, none of this matters, and you throw it out, and that's why your laundry doesn't get done for 3 weeks.
Yeah, shit. Well,
Oof.
should
Oof.
we?
Make sure I'm not already.
Rough.
Too real, too
Should
real.
we head? Should we head to that to the structure over there? It seems to be the only thing different than everything else.
Yeah,
Little
give us a time
little
to sort of
shelter.
recuperate and figure out what the fuck's going on.
Little
I
Satyr,
need
you're
someone
welcome
to
to
help
join us.
me.
I'll go and pick up Ignis and just start walking.
Okay, do you put them on your shoulders like dads do, like with like their kids?
No. I am a gnomish knight.
Of nobility.
You can put him on my shoulders if he wants of you.
You're a knight and he's your mouse.
I'll be honest, with where Rainier is mentally, he would have just grabbed him by the back of whatever he has on his back and just hoisted him up that way and kind of carrying him like luggage.
Unhand me, you.
I like to just think of the night at the museum where it's just like, don't manhandle me.
Yeah.
I just needed help getting out. When I sunk, I can walk myself.
All right, Rainier drops you and just keeps walking.
Okay.
You land with
No,
a
no,
swoosh.
place me down gently. If you drop me, gravity sends me down lower.
Straight back into it.
Pull him back up, place him down.
So as you guys are walking, you do notice that there are darker patches. It's almost as though there's a black mist, and sometimes as you walk, you kind of go through it. It doesn't obscure your vision. It's not like total darkness or anything, but there are weird patches of this grayish black mist that as you walk, sometimes you go through it, sometimes you come out of it. The ground itself is flat. There are no real variations. There's no hills, there's no valleys, there's just swampland. There are rocks occasionally that, if you're not really paying attention, you might stub your toe on. There's fallen, logs and stuff that are kind of beneath the swampy, peaty ground. So sometimes you step on it and you kind of elevate yourself up a little bit and then you drop back down. Vanna, one thing that you do notice is that Austihr is wearing a really nice set of studded leather armor, and you just have to know where did he get that?
Oh,
God damn it.
I have to know. Where did you get this? Oh, where did you get this studded armor? It looks very fancy. I appreciate a good.
Don't say it.
craft.
We're in the Shadowfell. No one's gonna know.
Sheriff, no. Some guy named Barry. He's pretty cool, I guess. I don't.
It
If you're
just
not careful, he'll rip you off.
Oh,
Yeah, see this sword
Cursed
here?
items?
you hear a
they
voice
cursed? Do,
echo
like,
through
like-
the Shadowfell, like Barry Zucker Court. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen.
Alright.
Easy.
It looks like a voice booms from the leather arm. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
It's
every
sentient.
piece of arm, every piece of arm is enchanted to just when someone like queries it, it just goes Barry Zuckercorn.
So, Vanna, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been around here exactly?
in the Shadowfell.
In the Shadowfell, yeah.
I think I've been visiting here for the past maybe 5 or 6 years. Just sporadically. Like I said, my visits are never long. I don't enjoy staying and being here, but I have acquaintances that I like to hang out with that haven't fully passed on. They're just hanging
I
out here
see.
too. So it's been a while, but I don't stay long enough to call this home.
How long has your current trip here been so far? Like, how long have you been here, like, on this trip currently?
Oh, probably, gosh, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, just before y'all literally dropped out of nowhere and appeared. I was about to wrap up and kind of head home, but I want to make sure you guys are okay. And
How do you get
Super
home?
question for it. Well, yes.
Yeah.
great question.
So Vanna has the ability to teleport herself in and out of the Shadowfell every once in a while. Vanna, you do know that there are portals occasionally. They look like pools of colorful water that lead to different planes of existence. You happen to know as a satyr that there's a very big concentration of these portals in Shafina, which is the fairy nation. And so they are sporadically throughout the rest of the continent, also portals, but just not often. Like, you don't come across them very often. What you do know about the portals is that sometimes they will be surrounded by colorful fungus, colorful plants that sort of reflect. It's almost as if those portals, like the life from the other where that portal leads to, is sort of seeping through. And just in a small radius around where the portal is, you'll see that life sort of has taken root before it slowly wilts and dies and transforms into the foliage that you see within the Shadowfell. But you did teleport here, and your plan was to teleport back. You don't know of where a portal is right in this exact vicinity, but if you do see that surrounding foliage that I explained, you would know, hey, that's probably where a portal is.
Okay, cool. Yes, I would really love to have teleported myself out of here on my own, but I feel like I can't leave you guys. I would feel really guilty just piecing out.
Do you
So
always come back to the same place, like every time you portal in, or does it send you to different areas? Like, how familiar are you with this area that we're in right now?
not very familiar. Usually when I teleport, it'll be different. Maybe the same ish area, but never the same spot exactly. Like, I can't do that.
So how do you meet up with your friends?
Oh, well, you know,
Mates
if
just know
you're
where you are.
yeah, if you're a spirit, you kind of just, I'll meet you halfway kind of thing. They can
Yeah.
exist. They can kind of similar to you guys. It just pop out of nowhere. It's a lot easier when you're just a spirit being soul. So no baggage, nothing they
Oh.
have to carry with them.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, thank you.
Never seen a ghost before, so.
Makes two of
If
us
we have
this
to-
time.
And that makes three of
How
us.
far? Did would Vanna have shared like the bit about the fairy like city or whatever, like where there are more portals with us.
Safina?
Yeah, Safina. Would that have been shared with us?
Oh,
Or are
I
you keep-
can. I can tell y'all about. Yeah, I mean, obviously y'all need a portal. I can teleport
okay.
in and out. I cannot touch. Like it's gonna be exhausting going back and forth trying to get y'all a +1 with me. So our best bet is probably gonna be finding a portal.
How
This
far
place
would it be
is-
to get to Savina from here? If that's our option.
We'll bring up Akan. I know he's a bit of an ass, but he said he would come and get us if we found this artifact for him.
And do we want to do
Oh.
that?
Yeah,
That's
do we
my
really want to
question.
do the dirty work?
But if we're going
don't-
to the fairyland, that is also on the other side of the continent. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm comfortable. I had places to be.
Yeah, I mean,
Roll a history check, Vanna, just to see if you know kind of where in relation you are to a 6. You're not sure where you are to correlate with where the portals might lead you back to the material plane, but you get the sense that you haven't seen a lot of portals around this area, so you're probably not near the area of portals that would bring you back to the Feywild. You sense that you're probably somewhere where there are a lot less portals, and you know that the portals are all over the continent of Austihr, so there are portals that might lead you into the human nation or the elf nation or the gnome nation. You just don't know exactly, like you don't map out in relation to the Shadowfell, this is where we would be in relation to the material plane.
Question is, for each of the portals, since they can take us to different planes, is there like a name tag to say this is where, like, now leaving, now entering, like
a little sign.
They
Yeah.
are different colors.
Okay.
And I will say that you know that the you know some of the colors and where they lead to. You don't, some of the portals you've seen are of a completely different color, and you've never ventured into that because you're like, I don't know where that goes. But the portals to the actually, you know what? Roll a religion check real quick.
Guys, we could be the bad guys. We could be our own BBEG
Okay,
if we just help
so
out.
with a 13, your god Enos has told you that the portals to the Feywild are purple, and the portals back to the material plane are blue. And
To
when
your
he told
point-
you that, he was like, that's kind of all you need to know for now. So you're on a need to know basis, you know, kind of thing.
Got it. Okay,
To
so
your
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, so ultimately we're looking for blue. I don't think y'all would want to go to the Feywild, so blue is
Wouldn't-
good.
Sure. Yeah, I
Blue-
probably should go back to the material plane.
Okay.
So a few hours pass, and it is slow going as you guys trudge, and it seems like it's taking longer for you. This structure that's out on the horizon in the distance does get closer and closer, and as you finally start to get to the point where it's no longer a small speck on the horizon and it's starting to actually come into view, it appears to be ruins. It has crumbling walls. There are different vines and lichen and moss, and it's all that very similar Shadowfell, wilty, dark gray, black kind of plant life. But it looks as though this was something that wasn't built here. It looks to be made of elven construction.
Can I cast detect magic as we get close?
Yes, you certainly can.
Can I do an investigation check too?
Sure,
See
roll
you
later, man. I'm a
investigation.
Can I investigate the stonework?
Yes.
and
Okay.
see like
That's
how
good job.
ancient
Nice,
it
man.
is.
So,
Jeez,
what I will say is that your detect magic doesn't detect anything magical per se as far as like an object. What you do sense is a very, very muted, as though it was a spell that had been cast and for years and years, like, you know, like how radiation has like a half-life, and so it kind of slowly disintegrates over time. You get like that, almost like that aftertaste of magic surrounding the entirety of the ruins, as though it was teleported here or created of some sort of magic years ago. I mean, I'm talking more than at least 1,000 years. The magic is so old and it's so faint, and at first you don't even sense anything, but slowly you kind of smell it, you kind of taste it, you sort of just get this this used to be like this was brought here magically, but the magic has faded and there's just a slight bit of magic. So there's nothing actually inherently magical about this, but how it got here was probably through magical means. With a 26 investigation, Diostri, what you see is that these ruins are they're very similar to the ruins where where you saw him on the material plane. The stonework looks to be of elven design, and though it's completely cracked, crumbled, overgrown, and it's not exactly the same as it was in the material plane, it just has this sense that it's like a cheap copy of that. And then Hisan, if you would like to roll an investigation, I believe you have advantage because you're a dwarf on stonework.
for history, I do.
Oh, then roll a history check.
So it's a plus an extra 4 on this roll.
Alrighty then.
Not
+4, so a
great.
7. The only thing that you can tell about these stones is that you have not, since you've been in the Shadowfell, seen stones that would be able to be worked to create the structure that you are seeing. So the little rocks and little stones that you've seen while you were walking from where you came from to where you are now, that's your only reference point, doesn't really appear to be, like, you didn't see big boulders or like a stone quarry or anything to be able to build this structure.
And there's no like mountains in the distance or anything that I can see
None
anywhere.
that you see, but as you guys do get closer to these ruins, what you do notice is before, when you were looking in that 360 view and there was only the ruins, and then basically just an expanse of wasteland everywhere around you, as you approach the ruins, you do see beyond the ruins is trees, and they're all dead, gnarled looking, no leaves or anything on them. But beyond, in the same direction that you came to get to the ruins, again, it's very far off, it's in the distance, but you do see what appears to be some form of a forest. There's it starts off where there's a few trees kind of sporadically on the outside, and then it apparently gets a little denser and it sort of becomes like a big black mass on the horizon, and you see that in the distance going the same direction. And then if you look, the swampland starts to transform and it gets less swampy and more meadowy. So it's less wet and dank and damp and becomes a little bit drier. There's no elevation change. It's all flat plain. However, the types of grass and everything that you see, there's less reeds and more grass, even though it's very wilted, it's very dead looking. There's, again, no nutrients or anything, but it doesn't, as you get closer to the ruins, your feet don't get sucked into the ground as much. It feels more of like a dirt underneath your feet instead of swampy wetness.
We love that.
Love not walking in mud. Much better.
Do the trees look like they'd burn well?
You're pretty far away, so I could say you would roll a perception check with disadvantage, but go ahead.
I'd wait till I get closer.
Okay.
Before I. Yeah.
Can I
Something
do
this
like
year.
a little tap dance because it's like sturdier ground.
Yes,
like that.
you totally can. Roll a performance check.
Oh
Roll for tap dance.
Oh,
Roll for tap
no.
dance.
So
rolls are
you do a little tap dance. You guys watch as this like little satyr is like doing a little dance and wiggling, and occasionally her hooves do clickety clack on like a little bit of like some rocks and pebbles and stones that are around, and you hear like a little tick 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 as she does her little dance.
Paapankamwa.
This is pretty nice. It's much better than that gross mud.
Something seems
nice.
amiss, though.
Yeah.
You guys, everyone except for Vanna, you don't know how long it's been since you've been here. You do start to feel hungry though.
Yeah, I didn't eat lunch
Whatever.
yesterday, so
She's gonna eat one of us, old god guys.
whip out a ration.
Okay.
Start
Yeah.
chomping away.
Let me join you there.
Can we
nom nom?
So as we're like, are we right up on this ruin now? Like essentially.
I put you on this map. In order for Austihr to investigate it, he would have had to get a little bit closer, but the rest of you can approach it from a bit of a distance if you would like.
Is there any way we can get inside?
Yeah.
From where we are.
So basically it's there are walls, some of them are crumbled. You can kind of climb over them or get through them. You do see parts of the walls that are completely destroyed that you can walk through. For the most part, you know, there's vines and stuff, you know, that kind of have burst through some of the rock. It's definitely accessible.
I've seen some shit with when it comes to trees and vines and stuff, so I'm not gonna go anywhere near the vines. I'm gonna approach though, kind of like sneakily to like this here, if that's a broken bit of wall, and can I just like peek inside and see what I can see in there? Is there?
Yeah, if you're trying to
Any-
be sneaky, go ahead and roll for stealth.
Yeah, I'm
Austihr,
definitely.
did you share what you discovered, that it was very similar to the Elven runes?
Yeah. I as she was describing it, I would have passed all that information on. That the ruins basically the same as what we.
Yeah. See an old guy there.
Roll perception, Heesun.
I'm peeking through.
You're
I'm
peeking
really good at
through.
all these rolls. Oh, somebody else should have looked. I forgot my glasses.
You look out, and what you can see with a 9 is that it looks like ruins. There's definitely sections of ruined walls. The stonework looks very old, like it, you know, it stood the test of time, and though it's crumbling now, it was probably once a grand structure. There's rubble kind of everywhere. Other than that, there's not much that you can glean from this.
It's Elvish. I don't give a heck.
Just like,
Is like
any-
so I just can't see any enemies anywhere though. And
I'll
like
just walk up.
that's what I wanted to know.
I'll
if it was
come up
any.
behind you and be like, "You see any old men? Any old,
No
any
old
birds?
men.
Any birds?
No goblins named Dobby. So we're on.
Dobby.
There's two
I'm just gonna-
two
Actually, we don't know
pluses
that
here.
happened. Never mind.
I do, and I'm happy about it.
Dobby died. Shame.
Dobby died?
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Wait, when did Dobby
Ooh.
die?
Dobby died.
Guess
Tell us what happened.
That's
Did it
you
look
wanted to know where
painful?
you wanted to know where the dagger went. That's where it went. I'm gonna enter. If I can't see any bad people in here,
No,
I'm
I'll
gonna
follow
enter.
behind them.
Okay.
I'm gonna enter and have a
Yep.
bit more of a look around, or I'm gonna help
I-
someone have a look
yeah.
around.
Do I- I'll have
let
a
me
look
let me
around.
take the let me take the lead, y'all. Let me take the lead.
I'll
Yeah,
have
okay.
a look around.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anything.
Put yourselves, you know, marching order wherever you guys want to go. Most of the walls are 4 to 8 feet tall, unless they are crumbling, in which case they are difficult terrain to get over, as it's just sort of like rocky, you know, debris on the ground. As you enter, you do see that there are stairs here and here. They look like they went up
See anything there?
to.
No
Oh, you
ping.
don't see pings?
Again,
Not
yeah.
at the
I didn't
moment.
Jeez
see a ping
Louise, what the
there.
heck is going on? Roll 20. How about this?
Okay, yep. I had a
Okay.
feeling that's where you were pinging, but
The stairs are crumbled and they look like they went up to stories that were above this ground level. However, those stories are no longer there. They're kind of just staircases into nothingness.
Okay.
You can see the debris on the ground of where these upper levels have fallen down. You do see a small satchel. It is a leather satchel, and it is over here.
you suppose that's the artifact? Hey, Varna, have you ever seen anything like this before? Around here? Or in your travels of the Shadowfell?
I don't usually look for treasures, but nothing has ever caught my eye while being in the Shadowfell. So
I more meant like the ruins that were
Oh, the
standing in-
ruins. Sorry. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
that's weird as well. I'm definitely not
Satchel
touching that,
Sorry.
but...
The anything like the ruins, no, but I am not too surprised that it's very run down and kind of dead around here. So this is not normal, but it's not shocking to me.
I walk up to the satchel. What is it?
I was gonna say, can I try and sneak up to it and?
Nope, I'm already there. I walked up.
Do you pick it up,
Oh,
Arthur?
Jesus.
I won't pick it up. I'll just sort of like gently open it if
Okay.
I can.
Inside is an old, very dusty, very dirty water skin, and an old, very dusty, very dirty wineskin.
Open up the wineskin, give it a sniff.
Smells, very fermented. Smells fermented, like very old wine, but wine just gets better with age, so.
There's some wine here and a very old water skin. If anyone's
What does it
thirsty.
taste like, Arthur?
Aren't you our alchemist?
Fair enough. I'll have a sip of the wine. Let's see if it tastes any good.
As an alchemist, shouldn't you know not to drink random
No,
stuff?
I'm doing it. No, I'm
It's,
doing it. I'm committed.
It's an elvish red. It's a red
Ooh.
wine made by the elves. They were known pre-cataclysm for having really fine wine. Not as good as some of the fey creatures and stuff like that. However, you have only ever had one sip of this type of, or one drink of this type of wine before, and it was at a wedding of nobles within the Furbolg nation. And so it was a very, very, very special gift. And they only had one bottle, and they like basically poured everyone like little third half shots to kind of just give everyone at the wedding a taste of it. That's how rare this beverage is. And when you drink it, it brings you back to that time, and you remember the importance of that day and what that wedding meant, and how important there were giants in attendance. There were, Verdon in attendance. There were Tritons in attendance. It was a big deal. It was like one of those, the king's getting married. Everyone gets to come and, you were not at a table of honor. You were in like, kind of with the rest of the commoners and stuff like that. But you were given a very, very, very small taste of it. But it's old because the elves, since they've migrated, don't have their orchards up to speed like they did back in the day.
Yeah.
Now all they do is whine about life.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's some really good wine. If anyone else wants a little sip of it.
As an elf, if it's elven wine, I should definitely have a taste
Elven
of this.
wine.
You want to have a sip?
Elven ruins.
Yeah, I'll take a
free to
sip.
have a sip. I'll hand him the wineskin.
I'm slowly meandering down towards the area.
Did Diostri also have a sip?
I did.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
no.
going to grant Arthur and Diostri 2 temporary hit points.
Woo!
So the way that works is if you were to take any damage, that is the first number that goes away, and then the rest of the damage would be carried over into your regular HP.
As your
As
alchemist,
great.
I
An
know to drink
alcohol
it.
connoisseur, can I have a sip as well?
No, you
While
don't
that's
deserve
going-
any. Give it back.
I want to
While
like,
that's
I
No,
want
let
to
it-
sip
going
it,
put
on,
it
bubble
away.
it, swish it around in my mouth, and then spit it out and pull out my dwarven wine skins and have a swig of that.
Okay, so if you spit it out, you don't get the temp HP.
That's fine.
I
Ghibli?
guess I'll add.
Yes.
After Arthur kind of starts drinking the wineskin and like the Astrid comes over, is this is also a wall like along this edge here, right?
Yeah.
And is this section climbable here?
Yeah. You can just walk over it. It's just difficult terrain.
All right, I'd like to kind of walk up and start to like look at the interior section.
Sure.
Behind this wall, is there anything
Roll a perception
odd
check.
or okay? 15.
You see on some of the stones a sort of a glistening slick coating. You know, like when a snail leaves like a snail trail or a slug? You
Mhm.
see like that. The trail itself is the width of a medium creature. It's not like a small trail like by like an actual snail or slug. It looks like if someone rolled you in oil and then drug you around. That's kind of what it looks like.
And where exactly is that along all the stones in the
You
interior?
see
or is there,
it
like, a
over here.
specific-
Are you seeing my pings? No, you're not seeing my pings. Hold on, let me
I'm
fix
not at the
that.
moment.
Okay. It's over here. And if you catch the light correctly, you'll see it over here as well. Over here as well. Just sort of looks like this oily trail coating that just occasionally you kind of have to get in the light correctly to see it. Otherwise, it's kind of not invisible, but
Okay. I'll call the group over, but I'll make sure I have my my sword and shield ready.
Quick perception check for like this hallway down that I'm kind of looking at.
okay.
If I see anything.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna take a moment to make some rocks as well.
Okay, yeah, you can just pick up as many rocks as you want to carry. There's a lot.
Make a fine addition to my
What
collection.
you see, Kinneray, as a barbarian, your instincts are honed to danger. You do a perception check and you're like, something just feels off here. Roll an investigation check, an investigation check with advantage.
Save us, Kinneray. Oh no.
So you just have a general bad vibe. You have that pit in your stomach. But what you don't you don't see anything that is off kilter. You're looking around and from you're kind of like looking over at this sort of bush thing. And while you are trying to check out exactly what it is, it seems to have a puddle around it, and you're not in the swampland anymore. And as you sort of approach to get a little closer, or you're not even like walking near it, you're just sort of like peering at it, the puddle is actually going to spring forward. It is going to, let me pop it out over here. I have to move
heck.
the layer. And
And
it's
I am
going to look like this as the puddle, boom, comes at you. It kind of looks like a whatchamacallit from the Aliens vs. Predators.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
nasty.
Face hugger!
it's going to attack you as an ambush attack, and so that's going to give it advantage, and it's going to try to slam into you.
Ooh.
Can I say I like moved down a bit further than where I because I would have been wandering around. I'm not sure
You're
where
drinking the
satchel was.
wine. The wine
Yeah.
was over here with Arthur. Unfortunately, it is going to miss as you're sort of peering at it, and as soon as it comes at you, you just sort of and it just sort of chomps in front of your face. But it does not. It's not able to pierce through any of your scales or anything like that. And then I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
It was
You all
You need
heard
to
Ghibli
select
say,
your token.
Unfortunately,
This
it
thing
didn't
right
hit you."
here.
Unfortunately, it didn't hit you.
But I guess
You
I
all heard her
did
say that.
move already to
Rainier,
get
I
over
don't,
there, so I
you're
guess
legit just
yeah.
stuck on 0 initiative, Rainier.
I rolled the
Men-
same as
mentally,
well.
I'm not there.
No, that's fair.
Rainier's just so up in his own head right now.
Yeah, the fact being in the Shadowfell's not helping.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
God, I'm
Oh, rip, I messed up turn order, so we're going to clear
Do it
everything. It
again.
added everyone, and it didn't redo your initiative. It just added a second round of initiative. So I'm so sorry. Go ahead and re-roll your initiatives. You guys get a second chance at this.
Wow, I
On
was
higher
gonna...
than a 0.
Thanks, I hate it.
Hey.
2 better.
Oh, god
Two
damn
better.
it.
Oh, I'm
Not
sorry.
one better.
Yikes.
2 net ones. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. It's better though
We
because
got him out of the way. We got
the
him out of
monster,
the way.
the monster rolled worse. So with that, Ignis, you see a puddle essentially come to life and go and snap at Canaray's face. And what would you like to do?
I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to do... Can you guess? Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, you
Hey!
crit that son of a gun. Okay, yes. Roll your damages doubly. Oh, it already calculates it for you. Wonderful. So you do 12 force damage to this creature. Just quick question. What type of damage is that? Force? Wonderful.
Yes.
Great. Cool. Fantastic. You see, as the creature actually bits of its corporeal form just sort of like it looks like water droplets just sort of come off of it and sort of spray behind it. And it looks pretty injured by that. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
That is it.
Wonderful. That will bring us to Arthur.
I assume I would have heard stuff going down.
Yeah, you heard as Canaray probably
Yeah,
exclaimed something like, I don't know, Canaray, what would you say when this thing came at your face?
Holy fuck.
Okay, well, I guess I have to go through here, but I can't get a running start, so that's technically 20 feet there to get to there, because that's
You
rough
can roll an
terrain.
acrobatics check or an athletics check if you would attempt to jump over it or, you know, just be very strong and climb over it.
Last time I did this, I rolled a natural 1, but I'll do it anyway.
Try it. Oh, he rolls a nat 1! Oh, buddy, I'm gonna say
Will
that
it
as
into
you
existence.
as you go to jump over it, your like bootlace gets caught like on a rock and you fall prone. So you fall prone right here and it's gonna cost you 15 feet of movement to get up.
That's fine. I can still move here. Is that 5 feet to move here?
Yeah, that'll be 10 feet. So that's 15, that's 25. You can move another 5.
25. So this is 30 here.
Yep.
And then I'll just action surge and move another 30 to right here.
Wonderful.
You just bonus action. Oh, like use
No,
your
action.
dash?
Oh no, I full dash. Yeah, sorry.
Full
I
dash.
got confused. But yeah, full dash.
As your
yeah, and then
action,
that's my turn.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Said
Yeah.
action surge.
Wonderful.
I don't
And
have an action surge.
Oh, yeah,
I
true, 'cause you
I
used
misspoke.
then that's going
Yeah.
to bring us to Vanna. Vanna, roll a history check.
3. Okay.
You have
This is
heard, you've never encountered a creature like this, but you have heard that this is a slithering tracker. You've been told about this by a few of the souls that you have spoken with, that you've sent to the Shadowfell, and the only thing that you know about them is that they're incredibly stealthy. They hide and then they ambush their prey. And you also know that because they are used to the Shadowfell, they are very vulnerable to fire.
Oh. Okay. Perfect. Actually. Hold on. I'm writing notes.
Yep, thank you for taking
It
notes.
shows the wrong
Just
dragonborn to attack.
real quick, Ghibli, would I have during my turn, because I forgot to say, would have been able to pull up my sword and shield? Is that
Yes,
fine?
of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. Sweet.
Okay, so that's all I got just from what I've been told from the spirits here already.
Yep.
Okay, so do I see the like tripping and falling event happen?
Yeah.
Like, was that right in front of me?
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Don't look.
Oh Lord. Okay.
I'm not hurt. Just
Literally
not crying.
embarrassing himself in front of the wizards.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just like, okay, bless his heart. I guess I was really just kind of like jumping back and forth, having fun with all the ruins, like all the rocks, like a mountain goat one. Like, so hearing this commotion, I guess I'm kind of like, oh shit, like what is going on? Can I just run closer to kind of get a better look? Since do I have
Sure.
to? Okay.
So the rocks that are on the ground are going to cost double movement. So if you can move, what's your speed? 30?
I think she's 35 actually.
35 as a
35?
skater.
Yes, because you're fast. So you can move, so that's going to cost you, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You can move to here.
There? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I will do. Can I see I can see the creature, right?
So there is a corner right here
Yeah.
where Arthur is, so you can't you see as the creature attacked Canneray and it sort of like a snake came out at him. You saw it go from behind the wall, but then it retracted itself back behind the corner. So you can't actually see that. What I will say though is that you have Mirthful Leap. So you could
Oh,
have jumped over those rocks if you would like to do that.
And be
So
closer?
yeah, I'm
Sure.
going to have you roll an acrobatics check with advantage because that's going to add your I think it's what is it, your dex? I forget Mirthful Leaps. You add a D8. So go ahead and roll acrobatics check twice.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, and then now roll a D8. The dice are on the left. You'll see the little like D20, and if you hover
Oh,
over
on the
it,
actual board. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yep, you're good.
And a D8. Just click it.
Yep. Okay, so you are able to jump over the first set of rocks, and it will put you an additional 2 feet. So you're actually able to move an additional 10 feet to over there because that did not count as difficult terrain for you, plus 2 feet. So what I will say is if you would like to end up over here for a better line of sight, you can now see the creature.
Okay, perfect. I will do that. Thank you. And that is still a 30-foot distance.
Yep.
I do have. Oh my god! I just opened OBS. I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I do have firebolt. Is there a way I can look to see how far that goes without actually rolling it?
Yeah, if you click on the little cog wheel next to it in your character sheet, it will tell you what it does without putting it in the chat.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh wow, there's so many more words. Okay.
But you are within range for firebolt for sure.
Okay, perfect. That's all I wanted to know. Can I go ahead and do firebolt then?
Yes, go ahead and roll to hit. So click firebolt. A 13. Unfortunately, as from the vantage point on where you're standing and you go to cast this spell and you just jumped into your little Mirthful Leap and your little satyr heels clicked together in the air and everything, and when you landed, you're at just the wrong angle where you whiff your firebolt right over the creature, and unfortunately it does not make contact.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
I think no, we're good. That was it. That's what I would have done.
Diastri, you are up.
All right, I'm going to pull out both of my swords, and I'm going to move up to here,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack.
All right. Go for it. The first attack does not hit, as this liquid creature is just sort of serpentining around where your blade is trying to attack it. Go ahead and roll your second.
Offhand.
That's
gosh.
also
Right.
going to
Try the bow.
miss.
Try the bow.
As you're coming at it with the swords, it's just sort of swerving in and out of your
Dodging and
attack
weaving.
path. Yep. Ducking and dodging. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
Say it's trying to like cut water.
Alrighty then, and that's going to bring us to its turn. And since you are in front of it, it is going to lunge at you. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You're good at these. You got this. Natural 20. That's an easy. Yo.
No.
What is these rolls, man? Alright.
So,
Oh,
as this creature sort of latches onto you, you feel very cold as it envelops you in this wet, slimy, kind of feels like you've been slimed, like on Slime Time Live. And you are now effectively grappled. You are unable to breathe.
Oh no.
good.
And
You don't need
you
to do that.
at
Hold his
the
breath for 3 minutes. It's fine.
yeah, you can hold your breath for a while. And at the start of your turn, you will begin to take damage. So you don't take damage now. Excellent. And that's going to be its turn, as it's just stuck on Diostri. That's going to bring us.
Is it like a
Occupying-
face hugger?
Yeah, it's very face huggerish.
Is it still occupying its own space, or is it
It's
kind of
more
like
sitting. It's more of a face sitter, if you will.
that's worse? Oh
The
no.
only time he's gonna get something to summon his face.
Anyways, Rainier, it's your turn.
After seeing what
At least
happened,
it's wet.
after seeing what happened with the much
Bruh.
younger person just face planning as they went over the wall, I just say nope. And I hear the commotion going on in this direction, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like I just turn and I just go, and I will use my dash action to hoist myself over the wall this way.
Excellent. Would you like to roll an athletics check to see if you can do it without causing additional movement? Maybe you're very strong.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I will. I saw the younger, more virile man face plant, and I am
Listen,
not happy.
okay.
All right. Therefore, yes, you make it up and
It's a
over,
one-time thing.
and that's going to be your full action. Is there any bonus actions that you would like to do?
I don't think no, this is the same day as the goblins. I have no bonus action.
Alrighty then. That's going to bring us to Canneray.
All right, taking a cue from the firebolt that whizzed past me, I'm gonna step forward, basically get in melee range and just unleash fire breath on this creature.
All right. That is a dex save for him, correct?
Yeah, it's yeah.
He crit failed, so that's cool.
Love that.
Go ahead
Love that.
and roll your damage.
Kill him.
2d6.
Get him.
Love that.
Fire.
That doesn't hit Diastri, does it?
No,
Oh, okay.
he doesn't
Oh.
have. There is a creature effect
There must be balance.
that makes that happen, like if a cloaker latches onto you. That is 7 fire damage as this creature. Oh shit! It does actually. It does have damage transfer. Yikes.
Oh.
So, what's cool is that Diostri, you're going to take 3 points of fire damage, and you
Sorry, buddy.
see
Moist.
as the creature should have taken only half of that damage, and the other half of the damage should have went to Diostri, but it is very vulnerable to fire, and you see as some of its body starts to steam and bubble, and it does take the full damage because it technically takes it doubled. So if it took half the damage doubled, it just takes the full 7 points of damage. And therefore, is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna just go ahead and move down 1 space.
If you half 7 to 4, because you round up,
No,
doesn't
you
it
round
double to
down.
8?
In D&D, you round down.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's nice sometimes, but yeah, raw you round down, which is really weird because
Dang it.
0.5 rounds up. But anyways, we don't need to get into the math of it. I will say
Yeah,
that
fine.
the creature is now effectively bloodied, even though it doesn't have blood. You can see that there are some wounds in this body that are weeping this pussy, slimy liquid. It's dripping down in thick globules. Is there anything else you would like to do, Canneray?
No, that's it. That's it for me.
Alrighty, Heasun, you are up.
I'm going to move a tiny bit closer around the Seder. Up here, probably. Like, do I have a line of sight there? Nice.
Yes, you do.
Okay. It's on Diastria. Should still be okay. I'm going to take a big swig of the Dwarven Ale and cast a Mind Sliver on it and just say, "Get off, my friend."
Okay.
And
Int
hit
save
him
for
with it.
him.
Int save.
He rolled a 16,
God
unfortunately.
damn it, dude. I was 1 damage anyway.
Gosh.
Half
As
a damage.
you attempt to get into this creature's mind, and you don't really know if it has a brain or where the brain is, and your magic is just sort of poking and prodding around, and it just sort of shakes you off.
Something as well that I just realized, when you said you could click on the cogwheel and it gives you some more information, when I clicked on Mind Sliver, it says save effect half damage.
Oh, great.
So does that mean, but like in the actual spell description, it doesn't say anything like that, which is
Let's
kind of weird.
read. Creature must succeed on an intelligence saving throw, take 1d6 psychic damage, and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn. No, it does not say save half.
Yeah, so that's weird. But if you click on the cogwheel, it does say save half.
That might just be
I
one of
will-
the settings thing, but as it's in the description, it doesn't say that they take half damage on a on a failed or successful save. It'll normally say that.
Too easy.
So
That's how we've been doing it
No
anyway. I
cantrip.
just
No
realized
cantrip
that.
ever do it.
yeah. Okay. So therefore, is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
No, that's pretty much it. Might just take another swig of the ale.
Okay, and it tastes great. Brings you back to
Tastes
home.
dang good.
You've already eaten a ration today, yes?
Yeah, I just had one before.
Okay, great. You're not drinking on an empty stomach. That's important. Okay, Ignis, you are up.
So I will say, my first round I used Eldritch Blast, and everyone's been talking about line of sight, and I don't think I quite had line of sight when I cast it.
Let's take a peek at where your
But I
character
will say,
is.
natural 20.
Yeah, with a natural 20, you ever see the movie Wanted where they like
Wanted.
curve bullets like around
Yeah.
corners? That's what
And
you
it
did with a
around
natural
the
20.
wall.
But no, you don't have line of sight. You felt that one intuitively as a warlock, but you do know that that was a very, very lucky shot, and unless you were to get a better vantage point, it might not happen again.
All right. I will move to try and get a better vantage point.
Don't shoot me in the ass, please.
Would you
That's
say I
good.
have
Yeah,
it
shoot
from
me
here a
ass.
little
Yeah.
bit?
Yep, for
Not
sure.
again.
Maybe. Cool.
He's gonna shoot
Awesome.
the face sitter in the ass, which is gonna hit Diastria in the face.
Go for it.
Maybe.
What's gonna happen? What's he gonna do? Die? Yes, that definitely hits as the creature is
Yeah.
preoccupied and cannot move out of the way as it's just consuming onto Diastri's face. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, Diastri, you are going to take 1 point of force damage. And the creature is also going to take 1 point of force damage. I'm going to give it 2 points of force damage because I don't like the
Where
odd
does that one
numbers.
damage go, dude?
I
Where
don't
does
like
that
that.
damage
Yeah,
go?
I don't like that. It
Into
just
the
doesn't make
ether.
sense. Is there anything else that you would like to do, Ignis?
That is my turn.
Alrighty, and that's
Imagine-
going to bring us to Arthur.
I shall use my movement. So 5,
Imagine
10,
the
15,
the
20,
first
move here.
player kill
and I
is from
shall-
a team kill.
No, don't say that. And,
Now,
I'll-
technically, you have flanking because Rainier and Canneray
Yeah.
are there. Diostri does not provide flanking because he is
Yeah,
restrained.
all good. Give it a bit of a poke with my short sword.
Okay.
So 19 to hit.
Ooh.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and
Goddamn.
roll dammy dams.
6 piercing damage.
All right, and you're using your Star Touch short sword, so that is technically magical for the purposes of a magical weapon, and it is going to take the full brunt of that damage as you see you sort of stick into it. Diostri, you are going to take 3 points of damage. And the creature is going to take
Use.
3 points of damage. As you slice through it with your short sword, you actually see that you've gotten a little bit of blood in there that the creature does not have, and you assume, hey, that was probably Diostri's.
Uh-oh. At least you have a healing potion.
And is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn, Lion?
No, that will be my turn.
Alrighty, Vanna Vinay, you are up.
Okay, so it's really crowded over there now. But can I approach a little bit closer? I think the monster is like if I try and do my fireball, it's like there's people in the way, right?
As long as you don't crit fail, you won't hit anyone.
Okay.
Except for me.
But yeah, well, you're being faced.
Diostri gets it whether or not you crit fail.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think that's what I would do either way, to be honest.
So yeah,
just
if you were to
fireball
move
instead.
to this
A little
space, you
closer.
would get
Okay.
the line of sight in between Diostri and Canare.
Okay. So I'll just move, like, can we be on the same square? Can
No,
I
you can't be on the same square.
Is that
You can't
okay?
end on the same
Yeah, you
square.
can't end on the same square, but you can go through a non-hostile creature like your party member and, oops, sorry, pardon me. You can do that.
It's me. Okay.
Let me grab the ranch.
So it's okay to get on that same square because we're the same party?
But you can't
Okay.
end your turn there, so you would have to attack and then get off of it.
It's non-hostile creatures. Okay, guys.
Are you being hostile? Are you going to stop her from
Are you
stepping on your
hostile?
square?
No.
Don't make me
She
come
might
over
step
there.
on his toes.
Yeah.
What it
Just-
can I go to right here? Is that
Yeah,
also
perfect.
allowed?
Yep.
Okay.
And you still have
I'll
line of
just,
sight.
I'll just scoot right there and I'll do another fireball.
Excellent.
Fireball.
Well, it's just
It's
Why not?
Firebolt.
Yeah,
No.
firebolt. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
ball is an
Fireball.
explosion that hurts everyone.
Ball, ball.
Okay. No,
Second one.
bolt.
Come on.
The end.
A 12 is unfortunately not able to hit. You get closer so that you're even at a
Wow.
closer range, and
Yeah.
you're trying to not hit Canare. You're trying to not hit, Rainier and Arthur, and you just kind of whiff them right again. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna say, gosh dang it.
That's
That's it.
Diostri, you feel this warm blast of energy go right past your head, and it doesn't collide with you or the creature that is currently stuck on your face. You are restrained, and you are going to take some damage for a second here.
You're fine. You'll live through it.
I have
Hopefully.
to roll this.
Oh god, this is gonna be like 100 damage.
It's not gonna be 100 damage.
It might be. You don't know. It hasn't rolled yet.
Just insta kills.
You're going to take 8
Oh.
necrotic damage as this is leeching nutrients from you. You actually feel your skin like getting crackly and brittle and dry. It's just sort of sucking the life out of you. And while it's doing that, that's it.
No.
That's all that happens. Alrighty then, and that's its turn.
You were gonna say it heals itself.
Rainier,
that's-
you are up.
I see this thing sucking Diostri's face, presumably without consent. So I'd like to try to pull him off.
Without consent. That's
Yes,
the
correct. That's
line.
true.
Yep. Good paladins.
I'd like to try to get him. I don't know whether it be athletics or strength, but I'd like to use my action to try to get him off and away from, break it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Diostri. I didn't have you make your save. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about it. Okay, you can make a Dex save. You
Nice.
are able to break free. After this thing sucks the life out of you, you're able to just sort of like spin, do like a little spin, move, and you kind of stiff arm it, and you're able to get it off, peel it off of your body. Sorry about that. Okay, Rainier, he is no longer
Is that all?
attached.
Is that all of my turn?
Yeah, that's your action.
I was just gonna say when I broke free, I was like, shake it off and be like, it's not the first time I've had that type of experience, but the last one ended a lot differently than this.
What?
Okay. I'd like to now seeing that I'll go ahead and make an attack against it. Now I saw that Diastri had his rapiers updated to say silver. I did not do that with my longsword, but if I recall correctly, Kisan, you did get my longsword.
I
as well,
did,
right?
yes.
Okay, so I don't know if that changes anything. I just wanted to.
No, but make
say
sure that
it's-
you
I
write
didn't-
that it's silvered in your character sheet, because it's going to
Will
be
do.
tough as we start collecting more and more items to remember what's what.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that now. I
Keep
don't
in
know if
mind that
that'll
silver does not
change.
mean magic.
Right.
Oops, sorry, that's not what I wanted.
And so that would be a 10.
You have advantage. You're flanking.
Oh, right. That's right.
That does
24.
hit. 24 does hit. Yes, go ahead
Nice.
and roll some down. Oh, baby.
That would be 10.
Big dammies.
All right. So the creature, as you slash into it with your longsword, you see that it's not taking the full force of the damage of something that you feel like was a very strong and powerful attack. It does still get injured, and it is looking very, very rough. But it did not take the full brunt of what you feel like you exerted into it. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I'll let everyone know that magic weapons only, or magic weapons only, and goes without
me,
saying,
right?
but don't let it touch your face.
All right.
Well, good
That's
thing I have
going
the sword.
to bring us to Canare. Canare, you are up. This creature is looking like a shadow of its former self. It is slim and slender. A lot of the liquids of its body are on the floor in a puddle. It's not looking very good. What would you like to do?
I hear Rainier say, focus on magic if you have it. I'm just like, take my sword and just swing it down on it.
Go ahead, you have advantage.
Hit it with
Hey.
the
With
flats.
a
Oh,
22.
God.
Roll again.
22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your dammies. All right, how do you want to kill this creature?
Eh,
Straight down through whatever body or, corporeal form that it has and split it in half.
All
Like,
right.
use magic, and the dragonborn just like looks at his sword.
the barbarian.
Yeah, as you cleave through it, you part the seas like Moses. Its actual body just splashes of water kind of spray out, hits Arthur and Rainier and Diastri all in the face. It falls almost like a small baby rainstorm. The droplets fall onto the ground, and it has died. Everyone gets 100 XP.
Does Rainier
Wow.
look like rejuvenated? Is his skin like less wrinkly now?
like-
since
He looks like
shimmering.
like one of those like
Like a
Neutrogena face wash
moisturizer?
commercials where they splash water on their face. No one washes their face like that.
Oh,
Since,
I mean,
since
I
had
should
the
look
ass-
great then, because I've had that thing stuck on my face for a
Fit.
while now.
Does he have is there like a little ring of suction around like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give her
I'm
like
gonna do my
cupping.
s-
Like it looks
It's
like
a
that.
Elongated.
I'm gonna do my typical nature check really quick, Ghibli, for a tooth.
Okay. Go ahead and roll nature
Uh,
check.
Oh,
What's
wow.
crazy about this thing is that it is an ooze, and it doesn't have teeth of its own, but the last thing that it killed had a tooth, and in its partially digested stomach you find a boggle tooth, and you're able to take a boggle tooth.
All right, I'll take that.
All right, that's only because you crit. That's amazing. Good job.
Hell yeah.
At least we discovered that before we decided to lay down.
Mm.
That could have been bad.
How many more are there?
Well, look
I wonder.
around to see anything else suspicious.
Roll perception.
19.
It appears that this creature basically is the king of this domain and has killed anything that has come within the ruins that was alive, and you don't notice anything else.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew,
Banner is the new
pew.
king. Right. How are you feeling, Diastri? How's Diastri looking? How
Oh,
damaged is he look?
I'm feeling it. I'm not
Definitely
feeling
feeling it?
too
You know,
hot after that.
Well,
Guys, it's
we
been a very long day.
it has been. a long
Yeah.
day.
It feels like we've been awake for 3 sessions right now. I'm feeling, even though this place isn't the greatest and it's pretty bad, I'm feeling a long rest.
Yeah, let's
I,
let's scout the ruins, see if we can find anything we can use, and
The inside wall looks a bit more enclosed. That might be a
Hmm.
safer spot for
been
us.
sitting
Just
there, yeah.
hunker down and take some watch.
Are you
I
sure
don't know
you
how
don't
you
want
feel
a
about-
short rest?
A short rest.
Just a
That's
short
all
rest.
I need. Just a short
I
rest.
would like.
That's
a
all
long
that's
rest.
actually all I need to.
Ghibli, do we have
to be
any
fair, I think a
concept of
short
time?
rest is all I need.
No, in
Or
this
for-
realm you have absolutely no concept of time, and
Other than we feel tired.
yeah, you felt hungry, so enough time has passed that it was, if it's enough for you to be hungry, it's enough for you to be sleepy. So making sure, did everyone mark off a ration that they ate except for Vanna, who would have eaten this morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
Also,
who-
all of your water skins are empty because you would have drank that unless you chose not to. But there is the one leftover water skin that was in the satchel that Arthur found. If you guys are looking for a place to hunker down, you do see that the corner wall here is intact over here. So you kind of see that that's the most intact wall of the interior.
can I do
So
a
we're
quick
doing-
perimeter check just to make sure everything's
Sure,
hunky-dory?
roll
Yeah.
a perception check. And if anybody would like to help you, you can have advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll help.
I'll help him
I
out.
will help.
We got a lot of help.
We all
Do
help.
we all help?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
And
With a
with
16,
advantage.
you can tell that you very thoroughly, you're kind of going through like with your sword out and parting the little grass and stuff that grows to make sure there's no more boggles, there's no bugs, there's no nothing. And you feel like there's nothing over here too dangerous. Nothing is, coming at you. I will say, when you guys are going to take your rest, 2 questions. Number 1, are you going to light a fire?
No.
Okay.
Probably not.
Number 2, what is the watch order? Now, keep in mind that there only needs to be 4 people doing watch, but Austihr only needs to sleep for 4 hours, so he can actually take 2 watches.
Okay.
But my question is,
also,
Point of order. If we sleep in our armor, we take exhaustion. Is that right? Is that correct?
I believe that that's the rule. You would have to doff your armor to have a full long rest.
yeah, in
Okay,
plate
I'll
mail, I
take
feel
first
like that
watch.
would be
Plate
fine.
now, yeah.
I'll take first watch then.
I'm
That way I
going
can
to
stay in the armor. And
double
then...
I have
I mean-
a quick question as well. If we wanted to take a short rest, how feasible is that since we have no concept of time?
You can take a short rest and then take a long rest if you would like.
Well, I'm just thinking because who's hurt right now? It's only Austihr, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
So we all have expended all that stuff as well.
We've
Oh, okay. So here's the rule with the heavy armor, just so you know. When you finish a long rest during which you slept in medium or heavy armor, you regain only 1/4 of your spent hit dice. And if you have any levels of exhaustion, the rest does not reduce your exhaustion level, but it doesn't add an exhaustion level.
Okay.
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 Started
If you don't have exhaustion, you can just freaking get it. Sleep in it. Fuck yeah.
And so with the only getting 1/4 of a hit dice back, like I used 1, so that's all I would need to get back. Would I be okay tonight to sleep in my armor?
You've
Based on
only
that, or, like, what's your
used
ruling?
1, and you've had a 1/4 hit dice. I'll say that you can get the 1 back. If you had spent 2, you would only get the 1 because
Gotcha.
I mean, technically it rounds down, you would get 0 back, but I don't think that that's very fair. However, before you guys start healing up and leveling up and all that good stuff, I need the people who are going to take watch, roll perception checks. So first watch.
So, hold on. So before we
Also-
long rest, I was trying to like, do we want to long rest?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
We
do.
want to
Okay.
long rest. Okay.
I
Yeah.
also want to stay up and finish off the potion I only have 4 hours left of, so...
Okay, then you will
So we
not
can
get
have
a
another one.
full long rest because you will be spending 4 hours
fine.
instead of 2 hours. That will
That's fine, I can
confer an
just drop that.
exhaustion point of exhaustion, just so you know.
Oh, okay, then I guess
Now you
I'll-
can, if you guys would like to, spend an extra 2 hours after the long rest just sort of hanging out eating breakfast so that Arthur can finish a potion. That's also acceptable. But during the 8-hour
enough.
rest period, you can only do something for 2 hours, and then the other 6 you need to sleep.
Is that fine with you guys?
How are we
To do
breaking
another
down
potion?
watches tonight? I'm taking
I'll take
first watch.
second
Who's
watch.
with me?
I'll take second. Are you? Are
Well,
we,
I think
do
we
we
should
want
be
to
pairing
do?
up for watches. We should be
All
pairing
right.
up for watches here in the Shadowfell.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, military
Um,
training. Let's
so
do
you-
pairs.
Are you guys
I'll
cool
take
with that?
the latter two
So
watches, but I don't want to take first watch with
Okay.
me feeling as
I'll-
bad as I do right now.
I'll join you
I'll
on
take
first
last.
watch.
All right.
okay, so Canneray and Rainier. And I'll do so Canneray and Rainier, and then who's our second watch pair?
I'll do second watch.
Vanna and
I can do second watch as well then.
Isan, and then third will be third and fourth Diastri, and then Arthur and
Well,
Now Arthur's not.
I want to... Like, you guys find to, like, chill for an extra 2 hours so I can get another extra healing potion in?
Yeah.
So we have 2 instead
yeah,
of
that
1?
sounds. I think we have a lot to talk about. I don't know if we want to do that here tomorrow morning or what, but for
Yeah.
tonight, I think we.
Well,
need
if
to-
you guys are cool to chill for an extra 2 hours so I can still get a long rest after my potion.
Okay, so
If we are,
first
cool,
watch,
yeah, I'll do that then.
Canneray and Rainier. You guys can either each roll a perception check, or one of you can aid the other one.
I think. What's your? I got a +2. What's yours?
+1, so I could aid you.
Well, I think we may as well roll separately at that point.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Oh, nice, nice.
With a
Yes.
19, Rainier, while the rest of the party is sleeping, Arthur, are you doing your potion tonight or tomorrow?
I'll do it now. Yeah, they,
Okay.
they said that you're cool.
Arthur is up and you hear him. He's just sort of, doing a little potion making. You're gonna have a small fire, like a very, very small fire, like think like candle style flame in order to
Yeah.
boil some of this stuff, but it's not gonna shed a lot of light. It's not like a bonfire.
In the corner, so it'll be okay.
You see in the distance a very large, shadowy figure. Does not approach you. It seems to look like a bird of some sort. Giant, leathery wings. It's very, very, very far away, and it's kind of misty the way that the atmospheric perspective, like when things in the distance, you can't really see the actual detailed, crisp form of it. But it just sort of flies in a direction, not towards you, you just see it, you just notice it. But nothing else happens on your guys' watch, uneventful. Second watch is going to be Hisan and Vanna. Again, same thing. You can each roll your own perceptions, or you can aid, one of you can aid the other one.
Something good, because mine is bad.
The perception. It's 2.
Yeah, I'll just assist you then.
Okay, so roll
Okay.
perception twice, Vanna, because you have advantage. Advantage.
Ooh.
Roll it
Oh,
again.
Thank gosh. Oh, God.
So, with a 6, you are looking around and you're very comfortable with the Shadowfell at this point. You don't really feel like you guys are in major danger or anything like that. You don't really notice anything. Arthur's still just kind of banging away at his potion. And it's pretty uneventful. Nothing goes down. Third and fourth watch is going to be you, Diastri. I'm gonna have you roll perception twice, one for each round.
I was gonna be the fourth watch as well.
Okay.
So Diastri, you can have advantage on that one.
One more perception roll. Okay. So the third watch, those 2 hours goes by. You do not really feel anything. You're starting to feel kind of depressed, and you sense that the longer that you're here, it just sort of makes you feel hopeless. Austihr, you're the only one who so far has taken enough time to have a long rest. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
We gotta find this artifact, guys.
You're
and get
totally
the heck
fine.
outta here, dude.
You confer all the benefits of a long rest, and you can level up your character while we're on a break. No big deal. You slept well. You wake up
Hey.
feeling very refreshed. Your fourth watch, Ignis, you're up for this. You have given him advantage. You guys are hanging out. Arthur at this point is asleep. You have finished a healing potion. We're gonna get to that roll in a second, Arthur. And so while you guys are up, you again notice a shadowy figure in the distance. It's cruising not over your head, it's more towards where that forest was. It's gigantic. It's a little bit closer than it was for when Rainier spotted it. But again, it's not flying towards you. It just seems to be sort of circling in a very huge circle over the forest area. Does not seem to notice you, spot you, come your way, or anything like that. And your watch is able to end pretty successfully. Everyone else that finished their long rests make a Constitution saving throw. Rainier, you're going to have disadvantage because you slept in your armor.
Okay.
Kinneray, you're fine. You get full health. Heesun, you're fine. Full health. Ignis, you're fine. Full health. Level up.
I roll as well, yeah.
Wait, Ignis leveled
I
up?
only have 860.
Didn't...
I
I
only
was
have
gonna say,
860.
dude. Damn.
Oh, hold on. I'll get to that in a second. I forgot to give you guys the XP for the Akan encounter.
Ooh.
Huh?
I am a silly goose. Everyone gets 300 XP for the Akan encounter.
300 XP.
Except for you,
It's like-
Vanna.
it's like-
I'm sorry because you weren't there. But you're already level 3, so
Oh,
you're
no
good.
XP for Vienna.
Feels bad. So that takes me to 1170.
Yeah, baby.
I'm
It
at
sure do.
1175.
It
Yeah.
sure
I'm at
do.
12.
That being said, the only people that got extra XP from the thing were the ones that actually killed the Shadowhounds.
Mm.
So everyone is able to successfully long rest. Arthur, did you roll a Constitution save? I know that you're
I
still
did not. I was
asleep for 2 hours,
I
but
was-
go ahead and
I was
roll
about
it
to ask,
anyway.
do you want me to roll now or roll?
Yep. Rainier and Arthur. You guys, so Rainier, you can't sleep. You legitimately toss and turn all night. You feel sad. You feel scared. You feel like the world, you are never going to leave this place, and it feels really, really bad for you. You do not like it here. You do not get a full rest. And that you do suffer a point of exhaustion. Arthur,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a nightmare. While you finish
Oh,
up your
shit.
potion making and you fall asleep, and you're gonna be asleep for 2 hours after the group wakes up. Everyone else is awake. Most people are feeling pretty good. Rainier, not so much. He looks a little tired. You guys see Arthur is in his sleep twitching and kind of convulsing, not in a dangerous like seizure-y way, but in a that guy's having some bad dreams. Arthur, you see in your nightmare the shadowy realm that you are currently in. You see an army mounting. At first, you hear the footsteps. You hear marching in order and clanging of armor and shields. You see this army just moving en masse through this wasteland. It looks just like the wasteland as you look throughout the Shadowfell and there was nothing around. They're just moving in that general direction. You occasionally, as you're trying to sleep in this nightmare, they keep blowing war horns, and it wakes you back up for a fraction of a second, and then you go back to sleep, and then you see it again, and then they blow the war horn, and it wakes you back up for a fraction of a second, and then you go back to sleep. You are unable to get a full rest, and you will suffer a point of exhaustion. So you two are unable to level up because you did not take a full rest. We're going to
Oh,
take a 10-minute break here because
Oh.
I really have to pee and refill my coffee. So those of you who were able to level up, feel free, level up. Those of you who were not able to, sorry, hopefully next long rest. I am going to go pee and refill my coffee, and we will BRB. All right, and
Horses.
we are back. Good morning, even though you guys don't know necessarily what time it really is. There is no concept of time in the Shadowfell. You have awoken from a long rest. Most of you have long rested, some of you have not. Those of you who are able to level up are now level 3, and the only ones that are not level 3 yet are Arthur and Rainier. You guys rested within the ruins. What would you like to do?
Oh, shall I roll for the potion thing?
Oh, yes. Go ahead, and it'll be a straight roll for you.
Yeah, so that's we discussed. That's my int bonus plus my proficiency bonus, I believe.
Yep. And let me look at the document.
I have a
It's
screenshot
int
right here
plus
as well. What the
proficiency
DCs are.
check.
So 13 plus 15.
15 is going to give you a regular healing potion. 2d4 plus 2 healing.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right.
What the?
So I can't see mine spike on my character sheet.
Yeah, I think my character sheet got all types of fucked up.
But I have
Oh.
deleted calm emotions.
Alrighty.
Maybe I just
will-
need to refresh it. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll just
refresh
quickly
the browser
close
and
it.
then let me know if it's still not working. I'll fix it. Okay, so you guys are in the ruins. Everything else is basically barren wasteland from where you came. You know where the river is, and then in the other opposite direction is a forest.
So what's the plan today, guys? Oh.
Get the hell out of here.
Can we?
Well,
We need to find that item.
What do y'all know exactly what item? Like, it's an artifact that's very, very vague.
it's
Is it
Very
like
vague.
sparkly
can't-
or like?
No.
that feathery
Bit of an
fuck
ass.
picked our ass and then just dumped us here.
And he only gave me that information. He simply told me, look for an artifact.
At this point in time, I think it was just one additional way to screw us over.
Yeah,
I don't know if we'll ever get out of here.
Well.
We can
Find
definitely,
a
we can
portal,
definitely,
right?
yeah, we can definitely find a way out of here. I just want to make sure we don't need to make a trip back. We don't have to U-turn for an item. So
Oh.
it would be helpful, but unfortunately, we can totally walk towards where portals are usually popping and just get y'all out of here because it is not healthy.
Well, I would like to
Would you know
posit-
the way?
Would I know the way?
What you know is that you're not anywhere near where all of the portals are to where the Shafina is. That's where the Feywild. That's where the fairies live. You know that you kind of have a general sense of when you do teleport into that part of the Shadowfell, what it kind of looks like around there. There's a lot of different types of foliage because they're coming through those portals. You do know that because the portals sort of leak out some of the essence from the plane where the portal goes to, that some of the foliage from that plane is there. So you get the general sense that if you were to find portals nearby, there would be some form of trees or plant life or fungus or mushrooms.
I would like to posit to the group. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. I was just
If
Listen.
we do go searching for the artifact, this runes that we're in right now is very remarkable to the ones we left. Maybe he was there searching, and he sent us here to the quasi upside down dimension because he thinks it's here instead of there. So maybe we should do a deep search of this place first to see if there's anything we missed.
I
Worth a
I
shot.
agree.
look around
I
if you
agree.
want, yeah. No, I also completed a healing potion, so we have an extra one now. I think that's 2
Yeah.
total.
Beautiful.
Maybe.
That's helpful.
I don't think we'll need that at all.
Can I head over to like these vines over here?
Mhm.
Are they're pretty withered, right?
Yep.
Can I just like snap off some? Like a handful.
Sure. Roll a nature check to make sure that you don't grab like thorns and stuff.
Fuck's sake.
And poisoned.
The guy crit fails. Are you kidding me, dude? Come on. You had one
no.
job, man. One job.
No.
You take 1 point of damage as you.
I was pretty confident in my thick-skinned smithing hands.
No,
not
these
infected
are
by
Got a
the
these
thorns.
splinter.
These are silvery barbs IRL. They
IRL.
they pierce through. You get like a little puncture wound in your palm. You're able to break off some of the vine, yeah, for sure. But you do take the 1 point of damage.
Too easy.
Worse than a paper cut.
The heckin' splinter.
How long do the temporary hit points last for also, Jibbly?
Technically 24 hours, but there is no concept of time here. So, as long as you have them. I am a generous
Arthur, May I
god.
have
Epic.
Arthur?
How many
may I have that
vines
water
did I grab?
skin?
Yeah, I'll hand them the old, yucky looking mock.
Because I want to like tie them up into little loops if I can.
Yeah, you
Just
can
like
have
little handicrafts. How many can I get to
You
like
get
tie?
2.
2. God dang it.
You can attempt to grab more with a nature
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
attempt to grab
Natural
more.
20 at this time. Easy.
Okay. All right. Yes, this time now that you know that the thorns are there, you're like, oh, you can have another 7. Now you have
7.
9.
God damn.
Whoever drinks from the wineskin can have 2 temporary HPs. However, it does not stack. So if you drank some yesterday and then you drink some today, you don't get additional. You just get the 2.
Is that wineskin bottomless?
What about the
How much
beer
is that?
can?
I've still got it. That's
So-
mine. That's mine, man.
If I drank from it
God.
yesterday, but my points were expelled, do I need to drink again to regain, or is that?
Refresh.
Yeah, you
Refresh?
can. Yes, you can. You can refresh. You can take a little, hair of the
I'll
I'll
dog,
take a
as
little
I call
sippy
it.
sip.
You want
Little-
another
little
sip?
sippy
Okay,
sip.
fine. Here you go. Have another sip. Little sip.
Sippy sip.
No, I wanna bet.
Ghibli, I'm gonna spend 10
I'll take a
minutes
swig as well.
casting
Okay, fine.
Purify, drinking food and drink on this water. And on
Okay.
the wine too, if it's
Great.
in the area.
Alrighty.
I mean, wine's fine already.
I just have to let my dog out of the room. Yeah, you are able to do that. The water is fine.
We refill
it-
our water skins.
Yeah, we need to find some place to do that.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried the water in the water skin?
We're also definitely gonna need it. Do
I
we
mean,
need to
I just
eat
purified
right
it,
now?
so I'll
Are we gonna
drink
need
it.
to eat again right now, Ghibli? I'm assuming we do.
Yeah, it's a new day.
New
Such a-
dawn. It's a
And
new
Vanna,
day.
This
you
is my
will
setup.
have to eat at this point because you
It's a
have
Michael
also
Bublé.
been in.
Is
Rations
there anything
last
I
one
need
day, correct?
to I need to adjust for that?
There's a
You should have
ration.
rations in your inventory. You can get rid of 1 ration.
Rations last a day. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out of food, guys. After this,
Rations
You're
to
out of
you
food?
away. Goddamn.
yeah.
I'll go ahead and I'll give you
The
couple
Cinnamon
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 buns.
buns.
What?
I'm giving you
Scraps.
two cinnamon buns.
2 cinnamon buns. How many
How many
cinnamon buns do
cinnamon
you
buns
have?
do you have?
I still have 2
Just-
left.
He's
Why
sitting
not?
on a.
Remember, I took
a
the whole
welcome.
tray.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm
who,
gonna
a little
pass around
stale,
the
but
wine.
Save
hey.
these for later.
Okay,
It's
hold on.
I'll
sustenance.
save these for later.
What
Who-
was that,
who,
Ignis?
What's our?
oh, sorry.
I pass around the water skin to people that I purified.
Okay.
Take a
You
little
guys
sip.
are all able to drink enough that you are not dehydrated today. from sharing the water skin, and now it is empty. So there is no more water in the party because you guys drank all your water skins yesterday and today.
Oh, time to go look. Well, we could go back to that stream to get more water, and you can just purify.
That's
And
a fair way. Do we want to let's do a deep search of this place first, and then we'll decide what to do next, I guess, guys.
Yep.
Who wants to do a good old
Is that
investigation?
How far away was the stream? Like an hour or two?
Several
Fair
hours, like
is that
Four.
slithering tracker potable?
it's in a
No.
puddle of slimy goop, oozy
I mean, we
goopy.
could purify it. Just
Purify
go
that
with a
water.
little filter.
I don't know if you can.
I mean,
Filter it out.
Yeah,
we are
pretty-
out of water, guys. Like, water
got my
is
Bear
something
Grylls
we
drinks his
absolutely
own
must
urine.
have.
The Brita filter.
If we
thinking
pee
outside the box
inside of
here.
a water skin and I purify it, is it good?
It's not gonna taste good. Pee's already sterile. That's why Bear Grylls does it so much. Everyone likes their own brand, am I right?
I mean, does purify?
No.
Well, yeah, purify would desalinate it, right?
Anyways,
probably.
those of you who would like to investigate, roll investigation checks.
Because I want to
I
help
will help.
someone.
Yeah,
who's got
I'll
a
help
good
someone.
investigation.
Actually, wait, I have a good investigation.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll help
Right?
Ignis.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
tall shorty.
Heason, get behind me. Get
Yeah.
behind me and help look at what I'm looking at.
I'm gonna rest my chin on your head.
Rainier and Arthur have disadvantage, so that's good. The only person that notices anything, Ignis, as you're searching, you do find a scroll case. It is made out of copper, and it has silver and gold overlay on it, and it's very delicate looking. As you open it up, you can see on the inside there is dust, crumbled, rotten scroll paper, ash. You see small specks of paper, nothing larger than like this big. There's really not much inside of the scroll case other than rotten, disgusting things.
Purify food and water.
Well, I'm not finding anything, guys.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if the case itself is
Sure.
kind of magical?
Sure. All right, so what you sense with an Arcana check, this is a scroll case that is used primarily by elves to house very important documents. Not magical scrolls that are meant to cast spells or anything, but this is the type of scroll case that they would use to store maps in, or important historical documents. It is effectively watertight, and it's not like airtight, so the effects of time itself would ravage the thing inside of it, but it is a watertight scroll case. You do know that it is not for magical scrolls. Roll a history check as well, with advantage. With a 21, you happen to know that the building itself doesn't look like the type of place that was a library or something like that. You don't see a lot of like shelves of debris or books or scrolls or anything. The place that you found this scroll was kind of buried under some rubble, and there was like, moss and stuff growing over it. You get the sense that this structure only housed, as far as scrolls go, just this one scroll. Like this wasn't a repository for information. This was the type of place where you found several other things for living. You found like some broken porcelain cups. You found some, ceramic plates and other debris from this building. It looked like a livable space. And this scroll case that you found just happens to be here amongst no other inclination of record keeping, magic, things like that.
My friends, I have found this. It is odd.
Are you really
I found
holding it up with one hand?
Yes.
How big is the scroll case?
Well, this is my left hand, and let me just say, I'm
It's
dominant.
huge.
Enough said.
Oh, no.
That's fair. That's fair. Is
Okay,
that hand
what
like
was I say?
twice the size of of your right hand? It's
Like the
just huge.
crabs
Me
with the
putting
big
my
claw.
right hand, and my right hand's just shaking
Bulky.
a little bit, just like.
Here's a human-sized arm on one side, just a little bird side on the other.
But he's like a crab with one giant claw.
Alright,
Just and
So-
Ramar's mouth.
what's the
Yeah.
what's the significance of that?
Well, we would not normally find such a thing in this sort of dwelling, and obviously it stands out of place. I do not think it's an artifact. It's not magical in itself, so I don't think this is exactly what we were sent here for. There were no scrolls in it or anything, or they were very delicate. I probably was it just all dust in there?
Well, it used to be a scroll that has rotted and
Okay.
has now turned into like mushy, dusty ash. There's little scraps of parchment in there. Like if you tried to puzzle it all together, you might get something, but it is
I cast prestidigitation.
it will clean up like the dust and the dirt, but it would need like mending to actually put the parchment back together.
Does anyone have mending?
I look at the four
You
magic
people are-
users.
You people are useless.
Why do 4 magic users not have mending between them?
Does
Where?
firemen?
Okay. Where do we look for mending? Is that on the
It
core?
would- It would just be in the
It's
spell
a
list.
spell.
Oh,
Vana, if I might ask, we know what you are, but what can you do? Are you melee inclined? Well, we know you're a necromancer, but like wizardly necromancy or clerical necromancy or just-
wizardling.
Okay.
Wizard. Can I repair it since it's kind of old and rotting? Is that under necromancy? Even though it's paper, can I
Animate dead.
Yeah.
So it's I would say probably not no, it is a mending spell. It's not like a creature that used to like be alive. However, you do know that a lot of wizards do have mending. Certain magically inclined people just take mending, like if they're just like not actually like a mage that goes and studies at a university, but like I'm thinking like Mrs. Weasley style people, like at their house, they're like, oh no, I accidentally broke a vase. Bing, fixed it. Yeah, stuff like that. But it didn't used to be a tree because it's actually vellum, so it used to be a sheep. So I guess if you were to, reincarnate it, it's not a corpse of a sheep though. It's like sheepskin, vellum. But no, that's not really a necromancy style of thing.
Got it.
I just imagine this piece of flesh.
Yeah.
Moisturize me.
Yeah, it's
Moisturize
me.
I don't know if anyone's familiar
just
with Dwarf
bawling at
Fortress,
you.
but they have undead creatures in that, and it gets stupid crazy because it's all text based, and so it'll be like, and the how.
Anyways,
things
moving on.
reanimate-
Sorry, Rainier. We have to move on. We have an hour and 20 minutes left, not to cut you off. So what do you guys want to do?
We need to find what we're gonna do. We need to get out of here. Really
Need to
bad.
leave. I say fuck a Khan. We don't need to do what he does. What he wants.
I'm inclined to agree, but
But is the
I'm
same
inclined to
thing that
agree,
he's
but
looking for the same thing that the Elder Lashal is looking for?
He was
Could be.
examining the elven runes.
We don't really
He
want him
did
to get a hands on
say
a powerful
we
artifact, so-
are in Elven. We've already said our Elven ruins. here, so is that possible?
I'm gonna
Is
have
there anything else off in
Vanna
the
roll a history check.
Okay.
You were told by Enos that when the Shadowfell was created, it actually drew its power from the material plane, and it made a carbon copy of the material plane, but distorted it, and has made it very dark, and things that were created during the cataclysm. It was before the humans made their first settlements. It was before the tieflings made their first settlements. So the Shadowfell has all the ancient world structures, but none of the newer structures. What you would know about something like this is that if this exists down here, chances are that it exists up on the material plane.
Oh, okay. So am I allowed to just like, I'll be right back and like poof and go see? Is it? I'm sorry, if I might not understand this right, but if it's here, can I like go to the other side and look for it?
So when you poof in and out of the shadow fell, you generally poof in at a place, and you poof in to the general area where the spirit you're trying to contact is, and then when you poof out to where you left off. So if you were
Okay.
in the realm of the satyrs, when you poofed
Okay.
in, that's where you would go back to. So you
Got
wouldn't,
it.
you don't go like directly up from the Shadowfell, like, oh, I was here and now I'm here and now I go back up.
Got it.
It would make life very difficult, I feel like, if it was like that.
Shit. Okay. Cool. Well, can I call one of my spirit friends and say if this looks familiar?
Yeah, who would you like to call?
Can I call in Morpheus,
Yes.
the wizard? Okay.
Mhm.
And just see what's up.
So you guys watch, I believe it's a ritual cast. So for 10 minutes, Vanna is sitting there, and would you like to describe how you cast and summon this spirit to you?
Just kind of like just sitting on the ground, just meditating. That's what it looks like. I can't really hear or do much else while I'm this focused. It's kind of like I am almost out of body, just searching, but from what y'all see, it just looks like I'm meditating in a sense. But I'm not chanting or anything, I'm just focused.
Cool. Within the 10 minutes after that passes, you see a shadowy figure appear. It is a tiefling. He's got big horns. He is gray. He looks like a ghost. He does not have an actual physical form. He is kind of shifting. He has like, like that genie tail, sort of where it kind of comes down at like to a point and just sort of smoky looking. You are able to hear as he speaks. He doesn't really seem to notice you guys as he appears, and he looks directly to Vanna, and he goes, "You have summoned me."
Yes, hey Morpheus, how have you been? Great seeing you again. Look, we found this, and can I grab the scroll book? Okay, excuse me. Can I just thank you? Can you repair or tell us more about this? This seems like it's up your alley.
Excellent. Yes. Well, I can tell you that this is an elven scroll case, and it looks like it housed probably some very important information. The realm that we are in right now has been formed of the material plane. This scroll case, I cannot correct it or fix the scroll within, but what I can tell you is whoever knows of this scroll, or whoever knew of this scroll, took it to a place to hide it. As this is not a library, generally things that are in scrolls like this had to do with different planes of existence. I found several of these in an elven library one time. That's how I learned about
At one time.
the elemental plane of fire, the elemental plane of water, the elemental plane of earth, and the elemental plane of fire. I mean, earth, water, air, one of the four elements, basically. Something like that. They were all carried in scroll cases very similar to this.
Good to know. Did you return those books on time, or did you like keep them? Like, did
Oh,
you have, like,
I
listies?
returned them. I was studying in an elven library. Those elves are really particular about their literature.
Got it. Well, does it look familiar in the sense of it's part of a series? Like, if you have studied all the different elements, does this one have a particular element tied to it, would you say?
Yes, it is part of a series. As you can see here, the engravings, you see how there are bands of gold and silver? You can see that this is the third out of 5 scrolls in the series, because there are 2 silver bands, and then there's a gold band, and then there are 2 silver bands. That means that's how many scrolls are required to complete this.
So you would say this was very rare, as in an artifact, kind of possibly we should carry this with us. Maybe this might be what we could be searching for.
Yes, this itself is not an artifact of the gods, but it could very well be the type of scroll that explains what the artifact is. And those artifacts are so powerful that most of the races did not keep them all in the same place. Many have been lost to time.
So we're going on a treasure hunt. Okay. Okay.
We're going on a trip in our favorite treasure ship.
I'm not sure. Do I kind of look around at the group and be like, is there anything y'all would like to know? This is my friend Morpheus. He is very knowledgeable. He cannot stay very long.
Comes
though.
next.
Who comes next?
Yes.
The philosophical question.
The afterlife.
Yeah.
What
Um,
would I expect?
I think you're seeing it. I think you're seeing it, Ignis.
Yeah.
Oh
You
God.
have one more question.
Oh god.
Not
Good,
ask
okay.
about.
Ask him what he misses the most.
No.
Mm,
Ask him if we can track down the other scrolls using this.
Oh. Is that?
Are they connected in one way, shape, or form?
Well, he
or is
said
it
that
just
they
like-
were. Yeah, he said that they were like just placed randomly, right?
Lost the time.
How
Yeah.
about a how question? How to do?
Oh
that?
wow, thank you. Okay, that's what I needed. How do we go about repairing the documents from dust back to how they were? From
Well,
while still being in here?
you can repair this document. It's not magical, so you can probably repair it with a mending spell. But this document, if it exists down here, will also exist up there.
So what I'm thinking is this ruin that we're standing in right now, if it exists on the material plane, is probably the ruins that Elder Lashal wanted us to go to.
perhaps.
And this is one of the scrolls that he was looking for.
Yeah.
I found it.
Morpheus leans into your ear so only you can hear him, Vanna, and he goes, I must be going, but if you find any phylacteries or anything that is powerful enough to house my soul. I should like to continue on my quest to become a lich. So please bring it to me.
Noted.
And he
I got you. I
poofs.
got you.
Down the alarms.
Why
I
does he
thought I
need
saw
phallus
everything.
shaped
I'm sure
things?
he will be a perfectly fine, normal, friendly lich.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I mean, we got a necromancer. Maybe she can control him, and we'll have a lich in the party, dude. Come on, come on.
That word to
He
the
is a pretty nice fella.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I'm sure. great guy.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
sure
so-
he's
He was
only-
a tiefling. I will
So-
say there are elven liches who were good elven liches. It
So-
does exist in D&D.
I love bad liches. That's my fucking problem.
Just because you're
I
lich
love-
don't mean you're a bitch.
I love elf liches. That's my fucking problem.
Guys, let's just be honest though. We got 99 problems, but liches ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not yet.
god.
Not at the moment, but
Not at the moment.
back on the
Mm,
task at hand.
Yeah.
We
We need
Do
to find a way
we-
back to the
yeah we
material
need
world.
to get out of
Yeah.
here
Get
and
out of here.
pray
We
that
also need to
Akan doesn't come and kill us.
we also need to figure out water.
Oh yeah.
Vanna, would you happen to know if there's any drinkable water down here, or I mean, we could just cast a purify spell once we come across some, but
Mhm.
You're welcome.
I mean, the forest is up ahead. I'm sure that there's some sort of stream or, some kind of little pond that might be of existence over there.
Well,
As long as it's not a puddle.
Diastri and I saw a giant floating, flying monstrosity thing of shadow above
What?
the forest.
what the?
Those are normal, If you don't bother
Well,
them, they won't
that's
bother
normal.
you. So
oh, good. I'm sure that's
just
fine.
don't draw attention to yourself.
I don't believe that logic
Oh,
at all.
A giant red dragon not drawing attention to himself. Sure.
Can't be bothered then.
I mean, we're in the Shadowfell. It's
Are
probably
you
not a red
are you
dragon.
considered tall for a red dragon?
I
Are
mean,
you a
that's-
pure-blooded red dragon?
No, but dragonborn. But
So we're
still a big boy.
Yeah, that's
saying
true.
that this scroll case and scroll dust is that the artifact that
Well,
Akan
know,
That's all
is
we,
looking
that's
for,
all we got
or
to go on right now.
it's
That's
all we
got
have to go on for sure. And
Right.
I mean, if we
Akan
think it
was
was-
looking.
I think
If it
we
was,
should just
wasn't he
bring
gonna
it.
appear?
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's no harm
Wasn't
in
he
taking
just
it
gonna
with
be
us,
like, "Poof, I bring you back"?
I don't know if he's gonna be that nice.
I mean, if he brought y'all here damaged and just kind of, it just seemed like he just dropped y'all off. I'm not sure how soon he will be picking y'all back up.
Probably not for a
At
while.
all.
So
Did
we
say
should...
he would retrieve us when we found the artifact. So
I'm
I'm
kinda
not
looking
sure.
He didn't. That doesn't necessarily mean he'd retrieve us from the Shadowfell.
I believe he
Whoever
said he
found
would
the
retrieve
artifact.
the artifact.
Ah, semantics.
Oh, he may just retrieve. You may just find. Oh, cool! You found it, and kill us, and then leave.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's a bit of
Guys,
a
don't
pickle.
worry. We're level 3 now.
Most of
Don't
you
worry.
I mean,
All right, shall we hit off? Shall we?
Yeah, we need
moving?
to get out of here. And
yeah, let's walk and talk, huh?
Yeah, I
Are we
assume
going
you guys
to
were
the
having this
forest?
conversation after
Okay.
she
Are we heading towards the forest?
Yes, so yep. Let's go.
I mean,
It's a
I
normal
mean,
thing.
Let's go.
The satyr said that the portals kind of grow foliage, so I see foliage.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some portals there.
I don't mind leading. I feel rather confident in this area. So I can just, if y'all want to follow along, but as we're walking and
Yeah.
talking.
Lead the way.
All
fine.
right, so you guys are heading towards the forest. It takes several hours. You guys, again, you're trudging through this land, and as you get a little bit closer, you're still probably like an hour or two away from the forest, but you do see it looming on the horizon, getting closer and closer. You do notice that there's the bulk of the forest over here, And in this other direction, sort of off to the side of the forest, you see some funkier looking trees and a slight glow. Looks a little bluish, a little purplish.
Anyone catching that?
What's that over there?
Yeah, I see that over there.
Is that a portal?
I'm-
Can we go home now?
I'm too busy looking for the big leathery bat thing that was flying in the distance. So I didn't see it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. When we were on watch, we didn't see shit.
Do we start?
Man bat.
Start hearing like Jeepers Creepers?
No.
Where'd you get those peepers? I would
Yeah.
scream and run.
Well, if it's something, do we all notice like the glowing, or do we have to roll to notice it?
No, it's visible enough that you don't even need a perception check. And since you're leading, Vanna, you're going off in the direction of the forest, and then you see kind of off to the side. It looks like it's kind of on it's part of the forest, but it's kind of like if the bulk of the forest is here, then it's off, a little bit in this direction, and you do see that glow sort of emanating. Remember how I said when Hisan cast the light, it sort of created like that aura glow because of all like the mist and the particles in the air? That's what you're seeing, is kind of like an aura glow of mist and particles in the air.
Oh, well, that's exciting. Check this out, you guys. This is very promising.
Little Satyr, does that look familiar to
portal.
portals?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the portals. If it's blue, all I know are the blue ones, blue and purples. So we can definitely we should be able to just hop on in, and we'll all be better. Like, you definitely need to
Wasn't
get
there a
out.
significant difference
Yes.
between blue and purple?
Blue
I'm
was
colorblind.
a sphere, and purple was Fey Wilds, right?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like two
Yeah.
different planes.
Let's go. Let's have a look.
I'm just looking
I'm
at
just
this.
looking
great-
at
I mean,
this
let's just
great
go. Yeah,
portal.
hop in.
So you guys want to go towards
water's
the
nice.
colorful portals as opposed to the forest?
Yes.
Just double
Yeah.
checking. Alrighty then.
Uh-oh.
We ain't fucking around.
You guys
outta here.
are able to approach. I will move you on the map in 1 second while I move you physically.
Should we move stealthy?
on the map?
Because wouldn't
Oh, do we
a
wanna-
portal probably be like watched by things who want
Do we
to
wanna
eat
be
stuff
sneaky?
going?
Listen,
through?
I think the Satyr would have told us if there was watchers of the portals.
The satyr who's friends with liches?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a purple one too? We going to the Feywild, guys? Let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go. We can leave already? No, I don't like
So,
I mean,
Me either.
how's the con gonna find
Yes.
us?
This is sketchy as.
as
There's a blue
you
one.
approach, you have the majority of the forest is off to this direction. You do notice that there are a lot of gnarled, dead-looking trees. There's foliage. There are these bushes that look very similar to bushes that you've seen in Austihr Allure, but these look like dead versions of it. They're wilted, they're cracked, they're crumbly. There are also these pretty gnarly looking fungal, big spory style, just funguses. And then you do see a purple portal and a blue portal. And I'm going to say, for the purposes of how you approach, I'm just sticking you guys over here.
Arthur would like to make a perception check and just see if there's anything lurking around the portals.
Go
I'm
ahead.
definitely going to go up and slap one of those
Yeah.
fungal things.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
I'm joking.
It's
This
advantage.
thing here can hold
Oh,
so
no.
many mushrooms.
You see in over the forest there, kind of off to this side, you do see some things flying overhead. Doesn't look like the large creature that you saw flying during you weren't watching, but that was described to you. These seem smaller. They don't seem to be in your general direction or paying any mind to you, but occasionally they sort of swoop, and it's kind of hard to make out what they are. They look like maybe birds. You're not really sure.
Do we
I
hear
will-
Master of Puppets?
Where's Vecna?
I will get my whip out just in case, because I am not too familiar with these strange mushrooms. And
Seeing her do that, I shall pull out my shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Just
ahead
to
and pull out my
be
sword.
Weapons out of
safe.
I
sword.
go out and pull out my
I
spear.
am moving into the middle of the group, right in the middle.
I am now moving behind Heesun.
I am now moving
Thank
behind Ignis.
Oh no.
So, do we know? I suppose it's hard to know where these portals go, huh, Venna? Like, can you look through the middle to see where you're going, or is it just blue?
Is it kind of like looking through a pool of water? Is it just
No,
or is it
it's
just colors?
yeah, it's more of an opaque thing. You could like stick your hands through, or you could like stick your head through, but you can't see through it like a window.
Stick your head through and it just closes.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm fairly. I know. I find it amusing that the rest of the party is very, very nervous, but I don't mind. Can I go up and kind of go towards the blue one, and
Yeah.
just check it out? Like,
Go ahead
I'll-
and
I'll
move
follow behind.
your
Yeah.
Ignis
character.
makes a mad dash for it.
Easy. Don't just jump into it. We don't know where that leads. Ignis.
All right, stop moving as you
Stop moving.
guys get too close to this mushroom. Ignis, you had moved yourself a little bit more forward, so I'm just gonna stick you over there. As soon as you get close to this mushroom, a puff of purple spores comes out of it, and you actually see it kind of does this like squishing motion, and then this releases these pores, and it starts to shriek a very, very, very loud, high-pitched but like super loud. It's actually echoing off of like the nothingness expanse. And as soon as that one starts to shriek, all of the other ones start to shriek. And
We are surrounded.
they are very, very loud. Oops.
I cast Purify Food and Drink.
Turn into normal mushrooms.
That guy's not there. So yeah, they start to scream. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Bring back at it.
Okay.
Please,
Are they like big, like our size?
Yeah,
mushrooms?
they're
Or are they,
they're
like,
your
feet, like
size.
a little-
Nope, they're like people size mushrooms, and they look like
Oh my
this. I'll show
God.
you. I can show you what they look like. I know how to do this.
Guys, I got a real bad feeling about this. I say we get into the portal.
They
Yeah.
look like that.
Who knows where we're gonna
No,
end
no, no,
up
no,
though?
Don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with that.
Ah, but there's
no.
fun guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Take an inspiration. God damn it, that was great. That was great.
They look like just great people.
That's my favorite joke, known to mankind.
Does it count if I
as-
may already made that joke in my notes?
No.
As they're making noises, can I just be like, oh shit, and just like pick up the pace to go closer to the blue?
Yeah. You are able to get right to the edge of the blue if you guys would like to. They're not attacking you or anything. They're just loud.
Alright, well. Who knows where this leads? We could end up on the other side of the continent as.
I'll
It's
take
better
the
than
other side
here.
of the continent to this.
Any day.
Yeah, but
You remember your
werebear curse.
werebear curse,
Well,
guys.
yeah, we'll take care of that when we get back to the overworld. Jeez.
The overworld.
What if we're 20 days, 30 days away
Yeah,
from?
guys, I'm kind of sick of the nether on the leave.
Yeah, I would much rather be a werebear in Happy Land than Depresso in Depresso Land.
Yeah, sad bear in sad land.
The werebear is a
Sad
When I
panda.
get there, I'll be a Care Bear.
Dribbles, you wanna
Here
move
I'm a
Heesun?
sad bear.
All right.
Sad
Uh-oh.
panda.
As
Oh,
you
no.
guys are approaching the edge of the portal, the
I jumped through.
shrieks. You jump through?
Oh no.
I jumped through.
Okay. The shrieks have attracted those flying creatures from the forest, and you see as
And bat.
4 bats. They're gigantic. They're larger than a regular bat. They're bigger than you guys. Their bodies are about your size, and then their wings are even larger as you hear the flap, 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 and they
Wow.
swoosh in and start converging on you. Ignis jumps into the portal. Sploop!
I'm gonna jump in.
Sploop!
I'm going in after him. I'm gonna close my eyes and just jump. Hold my nose, close my eyes.
Get,
Just...
get all of us killed. I'll jump in as well.
Geronimo!
Is everyone jumping in, or is anyone staying behind?
I look at the satyr. The satyr, little satyr, are you coming with us?
Yeah, I guess so. I definitely don't want to stay here and fight 4 bats by myself. So I guess I will jump in with you guys. Yeah.
Sploop! Everybody
And
jumps
I'll pick
in.
up the rear, and I'll
Jumped
be the
in.
last one to jump in.
Alrighty then. So, when you guys jump into the portal, it actually feels warmer than the cold, dank, nasty Shadowfell from whence you came. It, you feel all these energies pulling and tugging at your physical body as well as your soul, your essence of who you are deep within. You are able to, it seems like ages. It actually feels like you have like if you've, it's like a DMT trip where you're just like, you live and die and live and die and live and die, like 18, like lifetimes. And all of a sudden you pop out and you are underwater.
Oh, no.
Full plate paladin right now.
Deep underwater.
Yep.
Can you see the surface?
You do see the surface. It's about 60 feet up. And
That's not too bad.
when you kind of like let out an air bubble, like how divers do underwater to see which way up is, they let out an air bubble and it kind of shows them, it floats up and that's how they go up. You let out a little air bubble and it goes up that way. You do see there is some light up there, although it is very dark down here under the water.
And I see, so like once I realize we're underwater, can I look around and can I see Rainier?
Yeah. Is
You
Rainier
do
around?
see Rainier. He popped out of the portal. Like if the portal is here, he popped out and everyone kind of popped out off to the side of the portal. He has sunk. He looks like, like Metal Mario in Mario 64. He is like walking along the bottom, He is definitely sunken.
Can I assist him in
I'm
swimming?
gonna.
Can I also assist him?
I'm assisting.
Okay.
Triple, just push.
All of you are going to help him, I need the people who are assisting to roll athletics checks.
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Mine's at disadvantage.
Of course, I match.
9. Come on, he's.
And then Rainier, I need you to roll an athletics check at disadvantage. Even though you have assistance, it has to be a group thing, and you still are exhausted.
17.
Oh, so
With everyone helping Rainier, it is going to take you a very long time to swim to the surface. What is everyone's constitution modifier? Not the big number, the little number.
+2.
+3.
1,
2.
2.
The little number?
Yeah.
Like on the side?
Constitution, so it should say like 10 and then 0 or like 12 + 1.
I think mine is the little. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So I
I'm
see
gonna go look at it.
Constitution. Okay.
It's for you a beep beep beep.
is a 1.
There should be a double digit and then a small one, like a single
For you,
digit.
your constitution modifier is 2.
Damn.
So everyone except for Canneray has a con mod of 2 or more.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Canneray, you are able to hold your breath for 1 minute. You are struggling right now to get Rainier to the surface. He is seemingly doing an all right job by himself, and with Heesun's help. Everyone else is able to swim to the surface in 2 rounds, essentially, because it's only 30 feet of move. Yes?
Per my backstory, I am not doing good at this.
You are, yeah, you're having a struggle bus.
I am very PTSD right now.
Roll a
I would say I don't
wisdom
even start.
saving throw. You're not clamping up and shutting down, but you are freaking out. You will be unable to assist anyone else. You're just booking it as fast as you possibly can. Those of you who are not assisting Rainier are able to get to the surface. Ignis, even though you have less speed than everyone else, you are actually freaking out and you come up to the surface of the water first. Aside from the ripples that you have made in the surface of the water by surfacing, it is completely still. It is a calm lake. There are no waves. There are no, breezes. There's no foam. And you see in the distance a fishing skiff. It is the afternoon. I'd say it's like 4 or 5 p.m. It's not nighttime. The sun is going down, though.
And
I start heading for it.
Okay.
I start heading for it as fast as humanly possible.
Vanna, you also breach the
Only one.
surface, and you see this fishing skiff. Diostri, you also breach the surface, and you see the fishing skiff.
I'm doggy paddling toward it, I guess. Yeah. Just
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
hang out where I
Okay.
surfaced and make sure that Canary and Rainier and everybody makes it up.
Okay.
Anyone above the surface just hears me going, Ingram! Jim!
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Oh,
The
boy.
skiff actually hears you yell that, and you see it kind of turn around and start heading your way. This is about a minute. Canary, at this point, you, his son, Arthur, did you help?
I'm still there.
Okay.
I'm helping, yeah.
And Rainier, everyone that's helping Rainier, you guys are still about halfway up. You start to drown. You are no longer able to hold your breath, Canary. You can choose to let go of Rainier and swim to the surface, but you are out of oxygen.
Self-preservation kicks in, and I let go.
Okay. You are able to make it to the surface. You, in the one round, you just get to the top and take a big breath. It's going to take another minute. And everyone that's with Rainier, everyone has a constitution mod of 2.
I have a 3.
You have a 3. Arthur, you also begin to drown. Rainier, what's your con mod?
2.
2? Okay. So, at this point, you guys are literally 10 feet from beneath the surface. You guys are making your way up very, very slowly. Rainier is very heavy, and it's taking all of your strength. You guys are able to breach the surface, and then I'm going to need you guys, whoever's helping Rainier, to make athletics checks to see if you can keep him above the water while he's treading.
Well, at least we can get a athletics check.
Since I stayed behind.
no way.
Oh my god. That's so unlucky.
That's unlucky.
That is
as
unlucky.
fuck.
Since I stayed behind to help them, do I roll too?
Yeah, you can.
Dirty 20.
And then
You will have disadvantage.
I mean, if someone wants to give me an inspiration, I could turn into what's my name.
All right.
Nah, you would have to re-roll again.
You're doing that bobbing up and down thing where you're trying so hard, Rainier, and the only way that you're able to stay above the water is because, like, Diostri's reaching down and pulling you up. Arthur's reaching down and pulling you up. At one point, though, Arthur accidentally, like, pushes on your shoulder and kind of dunks you back under the water. And He-Sun, the dwarf, comes up just like a majestic, like, Baywatch scene, grabs you by underneath the armpits and just hoists you into the air, and you guys sort of bob there for a while. The fishing skiff at this point has turned around, and the first person that it reached was Ignis. You see a familiar face as a hand reaches down to you, and he goes,
Fucking cool.
Ignis? And it's Dockmaster Colton.
Oh, we're here. Okay. Nice.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Does he have both
I got
arms?
some friends.
Yeah.
Go pull me up and let's go get them, please.
So yeah, he picks you up and he kind of skiffs along through the lake. He gets to Vanna. Vanna picks you up, sticks you, goes, I don't believe I've met you.
No. Keep your eyes on the prize, fella.
And
No
all right.
You
This
already
isn't a
did.
wedding, I guess. I'll just keep going. And he's able to make it to pick the rest of you guys up. Everyone is on the skiff. He's perturbed. Like, what were you doing at the bottom of the Grace Water?
We went for a walk.
Our Jesus juice ran
We
out.
went for
so
a
just-
walk off a long pier.
Certainly something.
Ooh.
I think if we told you the truth, you wouldn't believe us.
Fair.
I cry. I just go into a corner and start crying for a little bit.
So, someone want to check on the gnome? What's going on?
Is
Yeah,
it-
I'll
is it-
walk over.
So
you
I'm
okay?
gonna go over to him and
Everything
I'm gonna give him a cinnamon bun.
Soggy cinnamon
The
bun.
soggy as cinnamon bun. Dude. Ugh. Yum.
A cinnamon
kinda-
bun in these trying times.
I wring it out a little bit.
We can take Vanna to go get fresh cinnamon buns. We're here.
Show her the cinnamon buns. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I'm gonna ask Colton if he happens to have any of those, world famous or at least the Lashal Cove famous cinnamon buns on him right now.
No, I actually I picked up I'm really excited about this, but I got some muffins from Ava Shores. I got a special delivery through Goober
I
Eats.
throw them over the side.
From Kingsling?
Yeah.
Kingsling the Muffin Man.
Oh my god.
Incredible. Is Goober Eats, does King Schling just like schling them at him? They just drive up and
He has like a trebuchet.
that's
Colton,
Goober Eats, dude.
Yes.
Colton, if you don't mind me asking, what's today's date?
Oh, that's a really good question. Let me go look at the calendar really fast.
Yeah, pulls out his pocket calendar.
Yeah, his pocket calendar.
I look up and look at the moon.
What's the time right now? Is it late?
It's like
like 5
afternoon. It's like it's not
Okay, so
nighttime
it's not
yet.
dark yet.
It's the 5th of field. So why do you ask?
How many days has it been? Do we remember the date when we left?
I don't.
JJ, do you have the date?
It was the 20th when we started the stream.
Was
something like that.
the 20 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was the 28th.
Okay.
Well, it's been
And
a
it's
week.
the what now?
So we got 1 day.
Oh,
We need to go kill a werebear now.
I'm sorry.
We've been in the Shadowfell for a week.
Vanna knows that time just works differently in the Shadowfell.
I was saying we gotta go. Y'all want to take naps?
Is the Colton, when is the next full moon?
Tomorrow night. I have a date.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, tomorrow. We know what we're doing tomorrow.
With
We're
who?
about to have a date some werebears.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
have a
say
date with who?
Emmeline.
Gotta go now.
Emmeline. Oh yeah,
Emmeline.
true.
Oh.
I remember her. She's the carpenter,
Not
right?
not Muriel.
She is the carpenter. No,
Oh,
Muriel.
right, mention her.
Are you serious? You're bringing this up right now?
I mean, last we talked to you, that was what we had talked about. So, just curious.
We can barely remember the conversation.
Nah.
Got him.
I wouldn't bring that up.
Since it's gone, have we seen any more werebears? Has there been any more sightings? We need to track this down immediately.
No, we just held the funeral just the other day. It was a pretty sad day for all of Lashal Cove. But no one's gone into the forest. We're down a huntsman. The crest flows are pretty sad. It's been brutal here. Elder Lashal's health is failing. Things are not looking good.
Crest flows. Is that plural?
Yeah.
Was it like extended family?
It's the
they lost.
father and the son.
Mother and father.
Yeah.
Oh, the kid survived.
The healer healed the son,
Oh, yep.
Oh,
But
he
not
actually
the
survived. I
mother.
thought he was dead. Oh shit.
and then the daughter got taken off into
Yeah, it got
the
dragged away. Yeah, Oof,
a little bit
gruesome.
of yummy snacks.
Yummy.
Yeah, so with that, my
Did they find
face
the daughter's
visibly
body?
falls.
The daughter was a roadie.
You might say they were
Wait.
juicefuls.
Stop.
Does that mean
Oh
the
my
boy is also infected as a werebear right now?
He wasn't bitten, he was clawed.
Oh, he was clawed. I thought it was just any. I thought it was just any attack
It
from
has
a
to be a
werebear.
bite.
The bite,
A
yeah.
bite. Yeah, right. Shit.
Spread through
Lucky.
the saliva.
Yep. Well, we gotta
Ignis, how
find
are
this bear
Yeah, we gotta.
very, very fast.
Alton, let's go
Like
back.
yesterday.
Ignis,
So,
how you
yeah.
feeling? I'll sit next to him. Yeah, freaked out.
Is
a
Colton
bit there.
aware of anybody that's ventured into the forest? Any sightings? Anything?
No, he said absolutely
be
no
aware
one
of?
has gone into the
Okay.
forest or saw any sightings. But go ahead, Arthur.
Oh, I was just saying, Ignis, are you doing alright? You freaked out quite a bit there for a moment.
I don't like water. I travel with a crocodile because swimming is not my strong suit. I almost drowned as a child. And by child,
Oh,
I mean
shit.
like 10 years ago.
Oh.
It was.
I mean, objectively, you did swim better than all of us.
Yes,
I
yes.
think that was the adrenaline kicking in, but
Yes. When I first left on my quest, I sank in a bog and almost didn't make it out, but Angramar saved me, and ever since then, if he's not around when I'm in the water, it does not go well.
When you say
Um,
bog, was it like a 3x3 puddle? Just like
By 3.
I
no,
know
not
I'm
even by
short.
3, like 3 centimeters.
Right. No, it was quite a big bog. I'll take you there sometime.
I believe.
You can hide
Is it in
behind
the- Is it in the Bongo Tourist Forest?
I cannot confirm nor deny that's how we pronounce it.
I didn't realize that was how you ran into Pankramar. That's
Yes,
Yeah.
he saved my life. He
Oh.
is a good boy.
he is a very
Actually,
good boy.
He's a good boy.
Touching story.
The best boy.
How
Oh yeah, he
how,
is a pet crocodile for reference, Vanna.
Oh yeah.
So is the crocodile like in the boat, or is it swimming next to the boat?
It's not
No,
terrible.
it's
It's in the
it's hopefully
stables.
being well cared for.
Oh,
Hopefully.
okay. Got it. Okay.
Well,
I
it's
thought,
more
like, if we all
he's
just
not
get in
than
a
the
boat-
horses.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
We made it back. Thank fuck.
How waterlogged is Rainier looking right now?
If we
Listen,
take off his
if we
off
If we
one of
take
his
off his
plates,
helmet,
there's like a
there's a
thing of
fish.
water.
it just like flop out onto the deck of the ship.
Can I
Hey guys, we got
remove
dinner.
his hand armor and just pour it into my water skin?
It gives a new definition to the cod piece.
Rainier, how sweaty were you during that altercation with the water?
Right towards the end there, I was getting a little panic sweat going. Hands were feeling clammy, even though they were, waterlogged. So yeah.
Knees weak, arms were heavy.
Okay, well, if you pour the gauntlet water into your water skin, it's kind of salty. It tastes like Rainier.
No.
All right.
If you've
Oh,
ever
yeah,
licked
yeah.
Rainier, that's what it
Alright.
tastes like.
My favorite taste, Rainier.
I'm just gonna
Rainier,
do the obvious thing and
aged
reach over to the side
human.
of the boat and fill my water. skin.
Oh, I was in the armor too when we first fell into the bog, so there's a little bit of that in there maybe.
Mm.
'Cause I didn't take it off.
Mm.
Yeah, true. Jeez.
I immediately dump out my water skin.
Just get that like really bad like sewer water smell from just like stagnant water.
At this point, the skiff has come back to Ava Shore. I mean, Loshal Cove, wrong town. Anyways, and it is like 6 p.m. It's dinner time. The town itself is much more somber than you guys last remember it. Vanna, for you, this is your first time in this town. It is a just a little town. There's a little tiny marketplace. There's a larger house along the shore that there's a big column of smoke coming out of it. Kind of smells like fish and meats. You see some larger houses up on the hills. Looks like just a small little fishing village for the most part.
Get your hopes up about this place. It's honestly cursed, and it's a bit of a shithole.
This is where all of us met. This is where it all started.
Yeah.
This group we have.
Like y'all
Click
met
here.
here. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
cute.
all met here.
Cute. Okay.
Even
Yeah.
cuter, we met
Cool.
at a flower festival.
I
Oh,
know.
wow.
This town holds a lot of dark memories.
Oof, yeah, don't get me started on that.
And it's
And
only
speaking-
been
Speaking of
only
dark
been a week.
memories, we have one more day, according to Colton.
Yeah, we
Need to-
either do that tonight or rest and leave it super early in the morning and go hunting all day.
First, I think we need to rest because we got party members that are exhausted, waterlogged. They need to
Yeah.
rest.
We also need to stack up on rations and water skin stuff.
Yes,
Yes,
we need to
that's
do
it.
some shopping.
So what are you gonna do now, Vanna? You're welcome to hang around with us. I'm sure we wouldn't mind. So you can figure out what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't mind, you guys, I mean, I've seen you trip and hurt your hands, and honestly, I don't feel like I'm worried about you guys. So yeah, sure, I will stay.
It's
Y'all
not
seem like
always
you
trip up. That was
hazard,
just I was
So
getting used to the Shadowfell. I'm not normally like that. It's fine.
I understood that to be a different kind of trip, but yeah, I mean, okay.
Oh, I thought
Tripping
you were referring to
balls.
me tripping up on my face onto some rocks.
no, yeah, I will join. I guess I'll just kind of follow you guys. I don't know the
Yeah.
area, so I don't know where to go. Really.
We'd be
Yes,
honored to have you.
Neither
we're
do
in a-
we.
Sure,
This is
Aloy
Lachelle
right now.
Cove. This is where, you know, the werebear thing started and, you know, murdered a few people, and that's where we are.
Yeah.
Yep. Side note: we do have a couple party members suffering from the effects of that, so you might
the
need to help
paladin-
with that.
Don't mind trying to kill a werebear.
Yeah.
Are werebear oh god. So are werebears different from normal bears? Like this isn't just like safari hunting. Has to be a
This-
specific bear.
It's a specific bear that.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lichen, so it's like a werewolf. Only instead of
Bear.
turning into a wolf, it's turning into a bear.
Was one,
And
but now there's two.
Oh,
Soon to
great.
be four.
soon to be
Well,
four.
yeah,
They're
we're-
multiplying.
yeah,
We're
and
kind of-
Literally multiplying, you know.
and literally.
We're gonna
pretty-
try and
We have to
hunt
kill
the
a
original
specific
werebear.
one. We have to kill a
And-
specific one to help myself and Ignis, and that other one, the original, as far as we know, is also still out and about somewhere.
Do we want to try kill Muriel, or do we want to try kill the other werebear and see if it
There's
chain
no
effects?
time. I don't.
We
know
go
if there's
straight to the
time.
source. Like we kill what we know is going to help our party right now.
I hate to say
Yeah.
it, but yeah.
Is that right?
I don't think, and if we kill the first one first and it does nothing, we'll be exhausted from fighting that one and not be able to beat Muriel.
I mean, it'd be way easier to kill Muriel if she's a human.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill her.
That
with
time
the
was
leaf.
fast.
I guess you're right.
If we had,
yeah.
if we had more than one day, maybe, but it's gonna be a rough go at it.
I agree.
Um,
You know
Is the market
who's
still open
actually
tonight?
really responsible
At
for
6
this?
o'clock,
Paapankamwa.
Jibbly?
When I see that bloody bird again, I'm tearing every single feather out one by one.
It's all
Hey,
his
two of
fault.
us.
Get in line.
Hands in the middle. Kill a con.
Man, we just
3,
aren't
2,
very good
1,
with birds,
kill a
are
cock.
we?
We're not very good with birds, are we? Yeah, no. It's a bit. Oh god.
JJ, is the market still open?
Yeah, market's open. Some
they
of the
sell
shopkeepers
birds?
are kind of. I mean, yeah, there's like chickens and stuff, I guess. Some of the shopkeepers are starting to kind of get ready to close up for the night, but you can still catch them.
Are we able to stock up on rations and
Yeah.
water skins?
Yeah,
I got
well,
some
water skins, all you gotta do is just refill your water skin.
Oh,
Like
okay,
you
well,
don't have to
probably-
get a new
I
one.
probably would have done
So-
that when we were down at the
I'd
lake.
like-
Oh,
Yeah, I
actually,
did that.
is anyone selling another water skin?
Yeah, if you go to the general goods market, that the market stall, which is the one that what's his name? I am looking at it right now. Marius Warswift is the general goods merchant.
That's the guy we got the ring back for, yeah?
He likes you.
He likes us.
He likes us. Does he also sell
So
rations? Do you also
nice.
sell rations, sir?
Yes, I sure do. I
Well,
sell
good.
everything for a budding adventurer.
Cool. I'll
many-
buy an extra water skin. And how many rations do we all need? I'll buy another 5, so I'm back up to
I need
10.
another 5 as well.
I'll buy
Okay,
10
that's-
rations, please.
Okay.
So it's 20 rations. How
dokie.
much? Yeah, so how much for 20 rations and a water skin?
I am looking that up right now.
I'll pay for it, guys. It's all good.
Oh, what a guy.
I'm
So-
looking at what I need. I need
Rations,
rations.
cost 5 silver each.
So
Jesus.
20 would be 10 gold.
Whew.
He will throw in an extra 5 rations for free because he likes you. So you can
I'll
get
do that. Yep.
25 for
Alright.
5 gold.
25 rations. Yep.
And then
25
a-
for 5 gold. Oh, okay.
Extra water
so-
skin will cost 2 silver. He'll give you 2 of
Oh.
them for 2 silver. Buy one, get
How
one
about-
free.
I'll
How
do
about
that.
cinnamon
Actually, I-
buns?
You
That's a-
don't buy cinnamon buns from Marius Warswift. You would be buying them from the baker, Hugh Jass. And he will sell the cinnamon buns. I think it was 1 gold for a tray.
Yeah, and then
And how many are in a tray again?
Baker's dozen, 13.
Baker's dozen, 13. All right, I'll take a baker's dozen then.
It doesn't even make sense because you can't physically bake 13 cinnamon buns in a tray if it's a square, but it doesn't matter.
the
I
magical
mean, if
tray.
it's got the
magical tray.
handle and you use the handle
Okay,
for baking
so-
instead of,
I have
Give-
25 rations. How are we splitting this also, real quick?
I need 10.
I'll give you 10, so that's 15.
I need 5.
So I'll give
need
you 5, so
4.
I have 10 left. Do you want 5,
20.
Diastri?
Sure, that's
Well,
fine. If
how
nobody,
are-
if
well,
nobody
yeah,
needs
Diastri-
them,
Well, yeah, Diastri,
I-
Canary, and Vanna, how are you guys doing on rations?
I
I have 10. I can always buy some more if we need.
Can I buy my own? Like,
If you want,
Yeah,
if you
for
want to buy
sure.
your own
I will
ration.
buy my own. Thank you.
You sure?
Appreciate
Alright.
that. Okay.
Did we ever establish how thick Hugh Jass was?
Oh, Jesus.
Does he have like a lot of padding on all of his equipment so he doesn't knock anything off when he spins around?
That's a huge ass.
Yeah, that's a huge ass.
He's as one might describe him as thick with 2 C's.
Ooh.
Juices.
God
Our
damn.
boy is caked up.
He is caked up.
Arthur,
Caked up.
Arthur, you
Canary
got-
and Diastri. Oh, yes, sorry?
I was gonna say, you got 2 water skins.
I've got
there?
3 and I've filled them up with water, so I've got 2 spare water skins.
May
for
I
us
have
all.
one?
You may have one. I just toss you.
I'm not sure if this is a. I'm not sure if this is a clerical error on my part, because I did not have a water skin in my inventory, but I was pretty sure it came with the explorer's pack. I don't
It
know.
does, yeah, it
It
does come
does,
with
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Um,
You
so
should
I
have.
will-
You should have 2.
And
Okay,
when you drink
don't
a
know.
water skin, you don't get rid of the water skin. It's just empty. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
reduce, reuse, recycle. They're not like, Nestle
Yeah.
bottles of water. They are, refillable. Vanna, for you to purchase 10 rations, if you would like, that will be, what did I just sell you 25 rations for? 2 gold? 5 gold?
5 gold.
You can buy 10 rations for 3 gold.
And Diastri and Canary, I don't quite hear you. How good are you guys looking for rations?
I have 6.
I got 4.
I'll give. I have 10 left, so I'll give Canary 3, so it gives you a week. And then I'll give Diastri 3, and they'll leave me 3, 7, 4. And they'll leave me with 4, so I have 9. Very good, very good, very good. Anything else we wanted to buy while we're here?
Healing potions.
Do they
So-
sell
I don't know
in
if he has them, but
In
you
the
know,
market, there is Telvu the Mystic. She does the card reading. There's the baker, a grocer stall, a flower stall, and a general goods stall. And then you happen to know that Yuzori is the alchemist in town, and you have yet to go to Yuzori's house.
Oh, we have to go to a house.
Can I
Okay.
go and get a card reading?
Yeah,
You want to
sure.
get a card reading after what happened last time? Oh, good luck.
I wasn't there last time.
I'd like to also
saw
go
what
up to the Mystic as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanna get a card reading for my friends and see if things are gonna be like go in our favor.
Welcome
7.
back, travelers. I see you look a little worse for wear. A card reading is 10 gold per person, but it is a small price to pay for knowledge, no?
Sound like a Khajiit.
I mean,
Khajiit
not
is
really,
card
but
reading if you have cards.
I'll hand over 10 gold.
Okay. Roll a d20, please.
She actually, I don't think she
Who
didn't
says
know me
that?
last time because I
Mhm.
haven't
In character, she's like, roll a d20.
Roll this d20 here for me.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh.
Oh, alrighty.
Oh dear Jesus!
Actually, no, I mean, rolling a 1
You,
for this may not be bad.
Pull the magician card. The card has a image of
That's
a
fitting.
hooded cloak wearing individual, and she looks at you and she goes, "Ah, yes, this is the magician. I believe you are also a magician of sorts. It is very fitting for you. You shall come across some power, hopefully."
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I'm just sitting outside on a bench. I'm not interested in
So that's everything. That's all of it.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone else that wants a card reading? Did anyone else go for it?
Sure, why
I'd like to
not?
ask her.
Don't do it.
I'll go for it.
Okay.
Spin the wheel, guys.
10 gold from your inventory. Roll a d20, please. 17. You pull the moon card. There is, on the image of the card, there is a craggy rock face, and a crescent moon is raising from behind the craggy rock face, and she tells you, "You are of a primitive and wild nature. You shall find beasts within your travels."
Looks at Ignis.
Okay.
That's the good stuff. That's what we need. That's
Yeah,
the
we will
boost
find the
on
werebear.
finding the
Hell yeah.
werebear.
Either we find the werebear, or
it
you
finds
have
us.
2 werebears appear.
And
I'll
Ignis,
find
did you
something
say
either way?
Tell,
you want one as well?
yes, tell Vu. I do not want a card reading.
Mm.
Do you know any real magic? Do you know how to mend things?
I am a mystic. I know several smaller spells. What is it that you need fixed?
I'm looking for the mending spell on this parchment that I have in here.
Curious.
And I will show the elven tube.
Don't
This
let her
will
read
take
it.
me some time, as I will need to prepare my mending over several hours. This is, and she kind of, slowly dumps out some of like the ash and the rotted vellum in her hand, and kind of smells bad. And she's a little revulsed, and she's like, but it will be done for you. Yes, it will cost you though.
How much will it cost?
200 gold.
I will take it under advisement, and I'm sorry, but I will not, if we do go through with this, I will not be leaving the parchment. When you are able to do it, we will get the parchment to you. And I will make sure I get all of the parchment.
Yeah. She's not like keeping a handful of it or anything. If you let me know where you are staying, I can accomplish this overnight.
Well, if I am not
Question.
staying in the woods 2 nights from now, I will let you know.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna go back and give the elven tube to Arthur.
I'll hold on to it.
And I'll say, Arthur, you must promise me that if something happens to me,
Yes.
you'll take care of this.
I will certainly do that for you, of course.
That sounds like a
Thank you.
great ally leaving his debt to another ally.
But I'm sure you're not. No, we'll get this werebear shit sorted. We got this.
Just in case.
Of course.
And then he hears in a very silent voice, very quickly, the recipient of this piece of paper agrees to blah, 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 and it's just like endless legal documents.
All right, so what do you guys want to
And
do
I'll
now?
walk away.
What's the time? How
Like-
late is it?
7 p.m. Still past dinner time.
Are we
Oh.
tired?
I mean, we
What's
got
that
it. We got
mean?
an early
Me and
morning.
Rainier
If
are
we-
tired.
After
Yeah.
If we go to
I think
sleep
an-
early, we can wake up.
Well,
Is there anything
I think-
Vanna wants to do in town? Have a
Yeah, do
look
you wanna do
around.
anything? Yeah, of course. Is there anything you want to do?
I think Rainier
wanna
will
go
be
Spain?
spending
Wait,
the
what was
time
that, Rainier?
between after the market. After the market, he didn't go to Telvi the Mystic. I think he would have gone and began cleaning his armor and maybe doing a quick wash up since he hasn't changed it since the shadow fell.
Fair. You are able to, take a rag and, you're not going to do the whole salt in the barrel cleaning, but you're going to be
Ooh.
able to, wipe it down and get it free of moisture so it doesn't rust up on you.
Yeah.
If I
and-
pass by him doing this, I cast Prestidigitation to help clean it up some.
It gets cleaned really well. You're like, wow, this is the magic rag?
Wow, I'm. Let's do well. What was the name of the person that sold the healing potions again? That
Yuzori.
told us? You just said Yuzori. Heard.
Was
I'll
it
walk
selling
up.
them or did we? I thought it was just like she had it like.
They are
Those-
an alchemist in
Oh.
they are the alchemist of Lashal Cove.
Gotcha.
The guy
Marius.
Nicholas that gave you the quest to find those herbs told you that Yuzori was his teacher.
Okay. Marius, do you know where Yuzori lives?
Oh yeah, just right over there. And he points to a smaller house. You can also see that there are some plants, growing outside of it and stuff like that. There's just on the base of one of the hills in the town.
Okay, well. If anyone wants to follow me, I'm gonna go see if I can't pick up a couple more healing potions. And
Do we want to
You
check
like healing
check on the
potions.
hags?
Yeah, we
I
need
thought
them.
you make them. Why are we buying them?
Because it takes 8 hours to make them, and I don't have another 8 hours to spend making a second potion, and we only have
I
2
just
right now.
imagine you like holding all
One.
these like I can't hold all these healing potions.
We have 2 because the Ashley has 1 and I have 1.
Oh, I can't
I
hold
have
all
one.
these healing potions.
Do you have 1?
I do.
I can't juggle these healing potions.
Ashley, I thought you had a healing potion, or was I wrong?
I had 2, and
I have
gave
one.
away.
Oh, so we have 3 currently.
I gave one to Rainier, and he drank it.
Yep.
So I had 2.
So we
gave one to
so we have
Rainier,
3.
and he
Okay,
drank
I
it.
thought we only had like 1 left or something. Okay, so we have 3. It's a bit better. Maybe I'll hold off then.
I know it's been like a week, but did we want to look to see if we could still get the hag hearts?
Might
Since
as
we're
well.
now
Mm,
in the
I
shawl.
don't- I think I
Before
don't
we call it a night.
I think. Yeah. I don't
Probably
know.
gone, but yeah, I mean,
I mean, it's been over a
We're-
week now.
You ask the
here.
guards, they have burned the bodies.
Motherfuckers. Did they harvest
an
the hag
necromancer.
hearts at least?
No, we don't like to cut into bodies. The only bodies that we send for preparation to the temple are people bodies.
Did you talk to the tavern owner? Because he was after some hag hearts.
No, after the flower festival, I'm actually off. I'm off the drink. I feel partially responsible for everything that happened because I was so drunk that day. I haven't had a drink. I'm a week and a half sober, and he seems very proud of himself.
Insight check.
Go ahead, it's like Yeah, he seems a little jittery and a little on edge, but yeah, he hasn't had a drink since the flower festival.
He's replaced alcohol with coffee.
Yeah.
And now he's just like full of anxiety.
Proceeds to take a sip of the elven wine. No.
I will say, I'm going to say to the guard, is this something you're truly committed to?
Yeah,
Even when your friends go out drinking, you will stay true.
Mm-hmm. What friends? I don't hang out with anyone.
I'm going
Dizziness?
to hand him my tankard of sobriety.
Oh.
And
What-
I'll say, use this if you ever feel the urge.
Excellent.
Iceman.
He will, in fact,
Isn't that just enabling in some
It is.
Well, he doesn't get
sense?
drunk from it, so
you can, do you already have a point of inspiration?
I do not know.
Take a point of inspiration, and you can take 15 XP, because that was really cute.
Tree and listen.
That was wholesome. That was a wholesome, that was a wholesome.
I thought we were about to get another squire.
no.
Oh,
I've already
Arthur,
got one.
you do,
Three
you get,
retainers.
you
I
get,
have 3. I can get 3.
15 XP from that potion that you
Oh,
made.
sick. Okay.
You have the service of 3 retainers loyal to your family. I could have 3.
Do you need 3? I don't think so.
Right now, you don't
Need,
even know
want.
where, what's his name is. Tara.
Tara?
Well, unless he wants to fail his squire training, he should still be outside that house.
For a
Been
week?
7
It's been a
days.
week.
Just
Oh
skin and
my
bones just dead.
We're gonna need to go back
Hang
and
on.
check on him.
Would Angermar count as a retainer for you though?
No, Angremar's him out.
I can't imagine how much we're gonna get charged for keeping a crocodile and horses at the stables for a week. That's gonna be a bit of a
Yeah.
yes.
If they feed the horses to Angramar, then they don't have to worry about the horses, and they don't have to worry
But
about
then we
feeding
owe
them.
the ranch.
Then
right?
we owe,
we
yeah,
owe the
then we owe
ranch.
75 gold per horse.
And I just realized we're in that town without his horses.
Yep.
You know where they
Yeah.
are though. We can go.
Yeah,
back
we
they're
do.
safe. They're safe in Ava Shores. I mean,
It's going to take us 8 hours to walk there, though, so we're not getting them
Well,
anytime soon.
Uh-huh.
We can worry about that later.
If we're out of town, if we're out of the village early enough, maybe we won't have to answer that question. And then we just go straight to Avashore to get the horses.
Well, in the morning we're going straight into the forest.
No, I meant like we go north, Werebears, cut across, get the horses, back to Lashalka. We're doing a nice big triangle.
We can certainly try.
Yeah, we can see how it goes.
Oh dear.
Uh,
God, I'm tired. Wow.
If you
So I
guys
don't
would like
sleep.
to rest, the last time that you were in Lashal Cove, you slept at not Elder Lashal, I keep doing that.
Reeve.
Reeve Wilmot's house.
Reeves.
I assume
You
we
also
need to
know
book
that
rooms
there's the
now.
tavern.
I assume we need to book
Is-
rooms now. We wouldn't just.
Is
be
it
able to
is
walk
Reeve letting us stay for free still?
I, mean,
I
we
wonder
could
how
ask,
Gemma's
but
doing.
Just go to a
I don't
tavern.
really care.
we just go to a tavern. Yeah.
I think I'll.
Do you think they've cleaned Flappy's room since he was last there?
Jesus.
Aw.
I don't want to think
I
about.
hope so.
Don't take a black light. in
I
there,
hope
whatever
so.
you do.
Oh my god. It's everywhere.
So are you guys
do it.
going to the tavern or to Reeves?
Tavern for me.
Tavern.
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 Okay.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Tavern. Yeah, let's grab a drink and
Also,
Maybe
we got a
snacks.
hydrate check on stream, so everyone hydrate.
Everyone hydrate. Group hydrate.
Hydration.
It's mostly I just wanted to drink with you guys, so I redeemed it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
What a beauty.
So, you guys
Take another point of inspiration.
get to the Crapper's Tavern. You see the Warswift boys are sitting at their usual table. They're gambling. Seem a little bit more subdued. They're not being very rowdy or loud. They're just sort of like talking amongst themselves and rolling some dice. The bartender, Paul, is behind the bar. He sees you guys kind of come in, and he goes, "Oh, have you gotten those ingredients I asked for?"
Preoccupied, unfortunately, but we will get them for you still. Don't worry.
No problem. No problem. What can I get you guys? You guys need a drink, a room, food?
Rooms. How many you got available?
All of the
Um,
above.
I've got
Oh, yeah, all of the above, I guess. But
a room with 6 beds, and then a room with 4 beds, and then a room with 2 beds available.
I mean,
It
How's
goes
everyone
price
feel about
wise 2
sleeping?
gold, 1 gold, 5 silver.
do we want to just take the biggest room and just do that?
Paddle,
If
paddle.
everyone's comfortable. If everyone's comfortable with doing that.
I can
That's
bring in
fine
an
by
extra
me.
cot for your 7th member.
That works.
Yeah.
sure.
That'll
That'll
work.
work.
Only
Yeah.
weird if we make it weird.
How much extra would it be to do that?
It's just 2 gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll give him 2 gold.
Okay. You're the party sugar daddy, aren't you, Arthur?
Right?
I mean, I've got.
How much money do you have?
Yeah, he's like, rations
I've
on me,
got-
rooms on
Yeah.
me.
I've got 8 silver, 55 gold, and 2 platinum pieces.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I got the platinum from I don't remember. I got them from like someone gave them to me. Like one of the party members was like, "Oh yeah, I got these 2 platinum. Here you go." I'm like, "Oh okay."
I think that was
Yeah,
me.
until you mentioned the platinum, I was like, that's actually not much. But no, wait.
So if you guys,
I want to go hit the boys up. That
Okay.
are over there gambling and. Oh, don't get us kicked out, dude. Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm claiming a bed. I'm claiming a bed.
all right.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Going to sleep.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? As you approach.
Hey, saw you guys were gambling here. I just wanted to see if I could join you for a couple hands.
Yeah, sure. What do you wanna bet? We're kind of broke right now. Our father cut off our allowance since we stole his ring.
You know what? Just a couple hands. Whatever you guys are playing for, whatever stakes.
We're playing for these, and he holds up like tiny little cups of ale.
I was hoping you were going to say magic beans.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go for a couple rounds.
All right. What do you want to play? Right now we're rocking some dice.
You know, dice is good. I'm keen to some 3-card monty if you guys want to try your stakes at that.
Yeah, sure. How do we play here? We gotta pick which one?
Yeah, just put whatever you want to bet out. How much you want to bet? You know,
He
in
just
this
puts
case,
one little like Dixie cup of ale out.
Dixie cup.
Oh.
And then you just gotta guess where the queen is. Whoop.
All right, I think it's that one,
Which one's he pointing at?
the middle one.
The middle one.
Oh, boo! I guess you can have my Dixie cup.
And I just take the Dixie cup and drink it.
Go.
All right, I'll get another
Robbing
one.
it.
You see, he's paying
Poor
2
guys.
copper per each little Dixie cup.
Uh-huh.
Oh god. They are really poor, dude. Jesus.
I take my 12 copper that I've got in my bag and I put it on the table underneath the Dixie cup that I drank and just kind of slide it in the middle so that they'll find it in a minute.
That's
But we're gonna
nice.
keep playing a couple rounds.
Yeah, all right. Okay, let's do it again. Shuffle them. Let's see what you got.
All right, here you go. Let's go. Where is it?
Are you purposely deceiving them? Are you
We're
doing...
playing straight up right
Okay.
now.
I want the one on the left.
Is that this one?
Yeah.
win.
Oh! He gets really excited.
Drink.
You did it.
I guess I don't really have a drink to pass over to him, but I
The 2 coppers will suffice.
yeah.
Hey man, I gotta ask that Dragonborn friend of yours, he around?
He's already in bed, I think. I think he went up to the room.
Oh well,
We're crashing here tonight.
just let him know that there was another Dragonborn that kind of came around a couple days ago. They moved on to Ava Shores, I think, but they are definitely... I'm not sure if they went to Ava Shores or if they went north to Centralia, but either way, they were here. I just...
Did they say anything? Who, you know, do you know who they were, name or anything?
Yeah, there was 3 of them. The guy, Narthadoc was his name. I only spoke to him.
Narthadoc, and what did he have to say? What you know what they were here for?
Yeah, they were like looking for this other black dragonborn, but we hadn't seen her, and I was like, yeah, there was a red one here, and he didn't really seem to care about the red one.
Did you tell them what his name was? The red dragon?
Dude,
my friend Cannery?
no, I kind of forgot his name, to be completely honest with you. I was kind of wasted when we hung out that time, so.
Bless
Okay.
his heart.
But I did
All
tell
right.
him, I did tell him that there was a red one here.
Okay. How did they react when you told them that?
They didn't really seem to care. They're looking for this black one.
Okay, fair enough. Good. Thanks for the heads up. I'll let him know.
Right on.
Yeah, thanks for the couple hands of cards. I'm gonna go crash now, but don't forget to clean up your mess here of your Dixie cups.
Yeah, I don't want to be a dick C-cup about it.
Give yourself an inspiration.
Take a point of inspiration.
No. Take a point of inspiration away.
Yeah, it's taking damage. All right. If
That's just to
everyone
make sure they find the
is going to bed,
cover.
you guys can have
Yeah.
a successful long rest. Those of you who were unable to level up can level up. You will get spell slots back, and if you have expended any of your hit dice, you can have half back. And in the morning, if you guys would like to, since you went to bed a little early, you could wake up at like the crack of dawn and
Yeah.
set off. And we'll call it
I think that
here
was
for the
plan.
night. Because it is like 8 o'clock. And everyone is fully rested. And exhaustion is gone. Everyone feels nice. You only had 1 point of exhaustion, right, Rainier?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
only had
So
1 point.
exhaustion, everyone's back to full level 3, no exhaustion, full slots, ready to go. And that is where we will pick up next week.
And just so I don't forget next time, I just relay all that information about the Dragonborn over to Canneray when we wake up in the morning.
Okay. And you guys, good sesh. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys survived the Shadowfell. And
I was honestly expecting that to be like a
Yay.
multiple session thing. I was kind of worried there.
Yeah.
it
kind
could
of
have been a
happy that
multiple
we're-
session thing. You had 2 options.
We could have gone to the Feywild.
We
Yeah,
could have, but we
It's
shouldn't.
more options than that, but
second-
yeah.
The second we went to the
Average,
Feywild,
redeem,
we
hydrate.
would've
Everyone
turned
group
into a-
hydrate for
Everyone
average.
hydrate.
Hydrate.
Average.
Thank
Thank you.
I don't have water, but I'm gonna pretend.
At
Dope.
least you're honest.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for playing. We have Lion 5K, Mr. 5K as Arthur. We have ErthosCreations as Ignis Bartholomew. We have Paapankamwa as Rainier. We have Mawlerz as Vanna Vinay. Thank you for your first session. We are so glad that you are able to be here. We have MrBlueJibbles as Hisan Sabrak. We have MrBaca as... Oh my god, I almost just called you Baca instead of Diastri. And then we have IamCogs as the lovely Canneray. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week.
Bye, chat. We love
Bye.
you.
Oh, I forgot to mention chat.
Bye.
Everyone that isn't in the party, if you would like to, we're doing world building for the campaign on Sunday in the Discord, so make sure to swing by. I will be posting more about that then. But anyways, bye. Thank
Even
you.
if you're in the party, if
Bye.
you're sneaky enough, you might be able to join anyway.
Don't do
Be
that.
gentle.
Get banned. That's how you get banned. Bye.